Did it play our opening video? I don't know if it did or not. That stupid computer. Oh, wait. I know what. Uh, did it? Well, I don't think it played our opening video. Oh, I think we were. I think it's not allowing us to do. All right. Anyways, we'll work with what we got. Uh, that's right. Welcome back to another Geeks podcast. I am your host, the one, the only, notorious, the infamous, the most chaotic panelist and podcast host in all of Texas, the one, the only King Mexico, Captain Mexico, also known as Mr. Uppies. I am a little trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with our shit today. And joining me always is he's the B team, the plan B, the second string, the Wednesday night host. He's the Wednesday night delight, the diamond that does the assassin. Diamond assassin.
What's up, everybody? Tech support apparently today.
Shit. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. I can't share the link. I got kicked out of fucking. I think I got kicked out of fucking Google or something. I don't know.
That's weird.
That's really weird. Try again. All right, so we got a lot going. So we started late. What the fuck is going on with our stuff? It's weird. It's like not working. That's not even the right password, is it? Oh, well, I guess it's working now. Anyways, all right. Well, we got some. Well, we did have an original guest today, Otaku Odyssey. They were going to join us today, but unfortunately, they won't be here today. They'll be here on Monday. So we've postponed that show to Monday. And we were just kind of communicating with them, and that's why the show is running late today. So we decided to go in a different direction today. It's going to be talking about what I saw today that's happening in the Fandom Discord. I also wanted to offer our thoughts and prayers to the Kinway family today. If you are not aware, Alex Kinway, who is a big part of the Dallas cosplay community, has passed away. He passed away on Monday, the 20th. Our thoughts and prayers, our condolences go out to his family. He's a friend of ours. He's hung out with us. He's spent a lot of time with us in the past. I know a lot of people in the Dallas community know him. It's difficult, but Alex, we will miss you, buddy, and I will see you again one day. Okay, well, Diamond, you didn't do your intro. What the hell, man? While I try to get everything squared away.
Do my intro.
Like, hey everyone, Diamond Assassin.
Blah 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 beep beep boop 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 boop.
Yeah, there you go.
It's
been how many days since we had con drama? Like only 2 days?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Putting in the chalkboard at this in the imaginary line.
Yeah, it's pretty. We do need to keep a chalkboard of this shit. It's interesting to see because we're talking about Fandom, which are now Lion and Crown, but their ECCHI Discord kind of went on a. I guess people are just not happy with them right now.
Exploded?
It's not exploded, but there were definitely a couple of people giving the owner shit for the con right now. Thank you for sharing that with the for the Discord, by the way, or the link. Yeah, so I didn't manage to get the screenshots, and I do apologize, but we'll talk about that right now. I'll talk about what I saw, and we'll go from there. But I will show you this real quick. So it doesn't let me share the Discord. Here's the Discord. Let's see, Discord. Share Discord. So I don't know if you could tell right there at the bottom, but the very last message is from Sweet Bread. Allow me to donate to the cause. I have a singular dollar. I expect to be given sponsor role. Thank you. That was hearted by Lion and Crown. But if you see above it, original message was deleted. I wish I had gotten the screenshots. I was watching The Boys and Invincible, so I was reading this as I was watching the show, which now I have to go back and fucking rewatch because I missed a lot. But yeah, so today someone started shit in the Discord, and this is the ECCHI Expo Discord. They started shit with Line and Crown, asking about the cons. I think Windbloom, what's going on with the cons? Are they going to happen? We want you to be we need you to be transparent with us as much as possible. And that's when Lion and Crown, kind of clap back at them, saying, "Look, I get it. We've been more transparent with everyone, more than we actually needed to be. Saying that we didn't have to be this transparent. We could have just left y'all kind of in the dark." And they were talking about, like, look, like, we're still going through court proceedings. Like, I am in debt. I understand a lot of y'all are losing money. I've lost thousands of dollars. They mentioned the word bankruptcy. They mentioned being in debt. And then, like, people started like, hey, this is really fucking, hosting the con with no clear game plan or even set dates, anything on concrete is just really kind of stupid. Like, the con's going to fail. The con will fail. Everyone's going to be miserable. People are going to lose a lot of money. It's not a good idea. They had an entire discussion, and it was just all fucking deleted and censored. Look, I don't know what's going on. This isn't the way to go for it. You should have just not replied if you didn't want any of this to get out. But yeah, this is what we're kind of dealing with right now with Lion and Crown, formerly known as Fandom Events. Yes, they are listed as Fandom Events and ECCHI Expo, but they now go by Lion and Crown. What's up, Axel 794? Yeah, no, it's a lot right now going on in that page. If you haven't joined already, it's interesting. If they're in court, you should not reveal anything about. This is in the Discord. This is in the Discord. It's a public forum. Well, it's not a public forum, but it is a forum that anyone can just go in there and see. They kind of snapped back. And I understand if they're in court, they can't do much. They can't say much. They shouldn't post. They shouldn't say anything about it. It is what it is. It's interesting. We don't know what's going on with their no comment, no comment, no comment. That's how they should have approached it. Unfortunately, they made their matters public, and now it's turning heads. They should have said, like, look, we're in a legal battle right now. We're having some legal issues. We will make a comment after it's all said and done. But they went on here. They made comments. They went after, they started arguing with some people. It's like, look, and this was the last thing. This is the last thing. Allow me to donate the cause. This person is trolling, obviously, but they deleted all the original messages. I wish I had the original messages left. Let me see if I have them on my phone. Okay, nothing. Nope. I don't have any of it. Well, that is unfortunate. I should have taken. I'm kind of glad I didn't take the screenshots, but at the same time, I probably should have. I mean, it's a lot of drama right now with Fandom. They did cancel a con, or at least it's going to be canceled. It's been postponed. Windbloom, they're not offering refunds to anyone. Instead, they're gonna grandfather you into the following year. I mean, that doesn't work for a lot of people. You know, we don't know if we're going to certain cons next year. We don't we don't commit to Delta Age Con and Uji Con for like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. We commit on a yearly basis. We don't. Uh, they should offer refunds to the convention, to the people working the con, vendors, people that no longer can go. Like, who wants to go next year? What is that? I actually don't know what that is.
Oh, it's a Pokemon.
Is it?
Yes.
Is that a Pokemon?
Yeah.
Bruh, I can't tell if that's a Pokemon or not. I still think they should have given refunds to people. There'd be less tension, there'd be less bullshit. Obviously, they've stated, like, look, we can't give you, we're financially unable to give you a refund. But it's going to get worse. People are going to dispute. People are threatening to dispute it if they don't get a refund with their bank. Like, look, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. I mean, it's ridiculous. And it's not like this affects all your favorite cons, by the way, guys. For those of you that are fans of ECCHI EXPO, it does affect ECCHI EXPO. What kind of a fucking name is Knife God 101? I really don't like it. I really don't like the ECCHI EXPO Discord. It's a bunch of degenerates and heathens,
And hooligans.
hooligans. But this is the official statement they made earlier in the year. After careful review of the current projections and broader convention landscape, we have made it difficult but responsible decision not to host Anime New Mexico in 2026. The only convention that was still happening. Oh, I don't care about them. Okay, yeah, that's okay. But why? Would you mind sharing us with us why? I mean, we're here to report what we see, the things that we come across. We're loosely journalists, but we're critics of anime conventions and the decisions they make. Windbloom was supposed to happen. We don't know when it's happening. It was supposed to happen this year. We're already 4 months in. We're about to be 5 months in. We're almost halfway through the year. We have nothing for Windbloom. And obviously, nobody's getting a fucking refund. So, what can people expect from this convention? Will they come over? Will they come on the podcast? No, because they're not going to come on here for what the fuck are they talking about on our Discord?
What the heck? Oh, I know what they're talking about. Wrestling.
Oh, about Rhea Ripley and her makeup.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to say, like, I don't know. Like, this year has just been kind of shitty for a lot of cons. A lot of cons overall have been suffering attendance wise. And then you have other conventions. We have CadaverCon, where there's a lot of public record information going around that they now owe, like, like, I got a screenshot of a public record for their case where they owed $12,000.
Jesus Christ.
That was before the court case. They now owe lawyer fees, court cost. It has increased, and they could do all kinds of legal actions against them. Is there a possibility of jail time for the creator of not Fandom? I'm sorry, CadaverCon. Possibly, like it's there. It could happen. This is enough to where, yeah, it could be like this isn't some small feat. And then we have more events popping up. Like we have Otaku Odyssey next month. We have Comic Palooza next month. We have SpaceCon next month. There's StarCon, which is starting. There's another con that's starting. There's DreamCon, Delta, Matsuri. And those are the ones that I can fucking remember. You have Colossal, San Japan. You have Onicon. You have Anime North Texas. You have Tsumi Con. You have Etchy Fiesta. You have so many cons that it's not it's just too it's a lot.
It's hard to keep track of the new cons and old cons.
Well, there's also trade shows too. Like there's
Mhm.
the smaller conventions. I guess people get mad if I don't call a con a con. If you can fucking cosplay at it, I guess it's a fucking con, right? I don't see it that fucking way. But if you want to fucking call it a convention, then so far go fucking convention. Well, let's just do conventions in Texas. Upcoming convention schedule, fan cons. You have South Texas Comic Con. And the reason why I squint one eye instead of the other is because I have astigmatism and I need glasses. Dallas Comic Show. These are in April. These are this weekend.
Oh shit!
El Paso Comic Con. Military Hero Con. Heart of Texas Comic Con. The Nostalgia Con Dallas. Otaku Odyssey. The Nostalgia Con Dallas is the first weekend of May. And then Otaku Odyssey is the weekend after. And then the weekend after that is Pelican. Magical Girls Minicon. Eastern Rim Funny Books and Vintage Con. Comic Palooza 2026. Texas Frightmare Weekend. River Walk Anime. And Albanine Comic Con. These are, and oh, I'm sorry, Military Hero Comic Con. I'm sorry, Military Hero Con. These are all in May.
Jesus.
Except for like the first two, which are in April. These are all in May. And then you have Texas for, okay, I'm sorry. You have Galveston Steampunk, Kimo Kawaii, Texas Furry Siesta, Anime Verse Humble, Kawacon, DreamCon, Odessa Geek Fest, SideQuest Con, Delta H Con, and Kowtow Comic Con. There are less. These are all between June and July. I feel like there are more cons in May than there are in June and July. August has Collecticon, PCX Austin, ColossoCon Texas, KameaCon, which is back in San Antonio, Manga, Marvel, and Morcells 20. What the fuck? Satros Fur. I probably know the FurryCon San Japan in September. Austin City Limit Break, Retro South, Fan Expo Dallas, Alamo City Furry Invasion, LandCon, Collecticon again, Villain Invasion Halloween Festival, Wild Furloween Con, it's another furry thing, Collecticon, Anime Frontier, Onicon is not even listed on here. What the fuck? Is Onicon happening? Oh god, I put it. Is that a zip code? What the fuck did I put? Onicon 2026. So as of right now, Onicon does not have dates for this year.
And he's gone. And he's back.
What the fuck happened?
A disconnect and reconnect.
It's fucking internet. I swear to fucking
Did they have dates announced at all,
No,
or
there's
no?
nothing for Onicon. They haven't updated the website. They haven't changed shit.
No announcements either. I'm assuming.
No, they don't have anything. If they haven't updated the website, I doubt they've updated their other stuff. It's not listed on the anime convention schedule for Texas. Uh, their Instagram page says nothing. Even their see 3-day Japanese. It doesn't even have dates. It says future dates to be announced. It could be the fact that they haven't decided. No, they have nothing. Nothing on their social media. Onicon does not have anything listed for next year as of yet. No. Unfortunately, we don't have anything. We don't have anything at all. So it's interesting to see how things will turn out. We don't know if Wind Bloom's going to happen for sure. They're still legal. They're still doing legal battles. Uh, we did see the word bankruptcy, owing thousands of dollars. Now it's like, oh well, should you be sharing that info? They're the ones that shared it. They shared it and took it down. I didn't know any. I didn't know, that until they posted on their Discord. And they shouldn't have said anything. They need someone to represent their public relations. I don't think you should be on there getting emotional and just making comments and then accidentally releasing information that you shouldn't be releasing. They should definitely get on the ball with that one. I don't really know what to tell you on that. It just seems like they are snapping at people and then trying to cover it up by deleting messages and shit, like having out of context fucking comments that say stuff like I'll donate a fucking dollar to the cause.
And then them liking it.
Dude, they
Liking
screwed the pooch fucking last year. They told everyone to fuck off. We're not having ECCHI Expo. We're not gonna have the con. We're gonna cancel everybody. Shoo. And then they're so like, and then they're like, well, if you guys can save the con, it will still happen. The people saved it. The people did save, and the people saved it because they want a fucking smut convention where they can run around in fucking skimpy ass outfits. It was dead. The only thing you had was Deacon Rap performing, and Deacon Rap, I'm sorry if you're watching this fucking show, bro, but your shit's not good enough for me to go to a whole fucking con for a whole weekend. Like, we have other cons that we have to focus on. We have there's Kawacon, there's San Japan, there's Delta, there's Comic Palooza, and I've talked shit about Comic Palooza. I will die on that fucking hill that the organization has gone to shit. We just had a great weekend with Tyler, Texas. And then there's accusations that, hey, you know what? We heard from other people in the Discord, not from people that work the cons, from people that go to our Discord and share information. Did a lot of decisions that Anime Dallas made were to trash on Anime Tyler. What kind of fucking bullshit is that? Dude, Don't do that. We talked about y'all. We defended y'all when the Anime Houston shit went down last year. Don't do some shady ass shit like that. Don't do some stupid ass shit like that. And I saw some of the panel rooms. They are fucking tiny, bro. Zero's posted pictures, and the panel rooms are fucking tiny. What now? At this point, even Matsuri has their shit more together than fucking Lion and Crown right now. It could be because of the legal battles. Maybe they owe a lot of money. Maybe they're in debt. They should say that. Just say it. People would understand. People would help. People would market it. People would get you sponsors. People would get you this and that, whatever. Probably can't do it because you are currently in a legal battle. But why? Why is the legal battle? What's going on? What's going on with the legal battle? Why are you in a legal battle? Why is it taking this long? Oh, we know. We know. Everyone's made sure that I'm well aware of what's going on. You know what? And it's not the first time. Like, this isn't the first time I've heard of shit like this going on. But it's crazy to think that people paid for this show. Now they're not getting a fucking refund. They're not going to get a refund. You need to go to Windbloom next year, which we don't even know if it's going to happen or not.
There is going to be a next year.
They probably spent it on, legal fees. I think they did say that they did spend the money on other things. I don't want to heavily speculate, but I feel like there should have been like some kind of backup. I understand that financial issues are a thing this year. We are in a very crappy economy right now where the gas, you need to finance for gas. Fucking Klarna, Zip, Afterpay, PayPal divided into 4. All this shit is now even more popular than it was before. Gas has gone up. There's too many fucking conventions. Everything's gone up in price. Just to exist costs money. And then there are people now that are not getting a fucking refund for a con that we know whether it's not going to happen or not. We don't know if it's going to happen this year. And if it doesn't happen this year, your fucking shit was transferred to next year. We don't even know if it's going to happen next year. We don't know if it's ever going to happen at all. We don't know if this is dead in the water. There are people that are bringing it up, questioning, like, you need to be transparent. You need to talk to us. You need to let us know what's going on. And then you have a discussion with them. You accidentally leak out some information you're not supposed to. And then you take down the post in the fucking Discord. You shouldn't have answered them. You should have been like, look, we are currently in a legal battle. Please, we cannot talk about this right now. We will, as soon as we have more concrete information. They probably didn't like to address that comment again. They probably did spend on other stuff. The court is going to be so long. And we already know. You guys know. I know you guys know what's going on. Can we talk about it on the podcast? Fuck no, we can't. Because then, I'm going to have to say something. No, look, we'll talk about it on the Discord more. But we know. If you know, you know. If you don't, that's what the Discord is for. But yeah, there's a legal battle. And it's not as simple as, they're being sued by a guest. They're being sued by a hotel. If it was that simple, it would probably wouldn't take this long.
But even then, court cases do take long. Not to the extent that how this is panning out right now, but
most court cases don't. Most court cases don't. Like, okay, some court. I'm sorry, I said most. Some court cases don't go. They can be settled before you go to court. There's settlements. There's stuff like that. There's all kinds of all kinds of things that are being done that court can be avoided. But this is a non-avoidable thing. Like, okay, you fucked up. you like the whole organization has been shit. One of your employees, one of your disgruntled employees released an email where you totally said like, look, we're fucked.
Mm-hmm.
We're done. Game over. Ain't no one getting. Did he say nobody was getting paid? I don't know. I don't remember. It's been that long. We read this shit in the beginning of the year. We talked about it. It was a leaked email. The owner was pissed. Got fucking mad. This is like. This still doesn't beat fucking Matsuri. Matsuri it's got fucking bigger issues. But this is still pretty bad. Like, we don't know. And I keep saying that we don't know because we really don't. We really don't know if everyone just got fucked or not. Did you get fucked? And if you didn't, okay, what happens? Oh, well, what happens if the con happens next year? What if you can't go next year? We are on a hair trigger economy right now. We are in a recession. Gas is going up. The cost of everything is going up. Everything, the government's about to fuck us over. You do realize, right? They're I know we don't get political on this channel, but they are having to refund. Was 166 million? I don't remember. It's a large fucking amount of money. And are any of us going to get any of that money back? No. Mm-mm. We're not going to get any kind of refund. The cost of everything's definitely probably not going to go down. Who knows? Xbox fucking live or fucking Game Pass went down by $8. That's still not fucking enough. Just because it wasn't as expensive before doesn't mean it's not fucking expensive. You have the cost of gas, the cost of food. These things cost fucking money, especially if you're a fucking vendor. You gotta haul a trailer or a truck or something that eats fucking gas to try to sell this shit. Sell our art, sell our merchandise, sell our whatever we're selling to try to make that money back. There are cons like Fandom Con, which has nothing to do with Line and Crown, has nothing to do with fandom events. There's a con called Fandom Con where not a single person broke even. They all lost money. Cadaver Con, people got ripped off. People lost money. People got fucked. The owner ran out on the fucking hotel or the venue. You had Lighthouse Matsuri recently, last year, I believe, which fucked everybody. How many of these cons are going to fuck people over? And then you have other cons that are pissing off people. You had Nostalgia Con, which pissed off a lot of people. There was no fucking excuse for what they did on Saturday. The cops taking your shit, throwing it on the ground, throwing it in a box, breaking it, damaging it. There's no fucking excuse that you should not have been allowed to take a phone weapon. There's a lot of cons right now that are just. And then, like the cons that we do like, the cons that we do enjoy, they are having lower attendance numbers. ECCHI had a lower attendance number. To me, it didn't feel like it. Anime Tyler. Now, we were told that was not the case, but that we were also told that some people felt like it was a lower number. Allcon definitely had a lower number. I don't know about ECCHI. We didn't go this year. I don't know if their attendance numbers were affected. Do I think other conventions will have a lower attendance number than previous? Yes. I think cons like Comic Palooza, Anime Matsuri, I think even Delta will have a lower number. It's hard because there's so many fucking cons, and then you have the cons that are screwing people over and they're screwing you over. It's a shitty experience. It leaves a bad taste in your mouth. You don't want to go back next year. And that's how they scare people off. Like, they just have bad experiences. And it sucks. I don't know. It's hard. I was a guest for some of the fandom cons, and I have stories. I would like to talk to you. Like, can you? Can we like communicate in some way? Can I give you like my email, the Discord?
Instagram message.
No. I'm not joking. Like, this is serious. I want to hear what you got to say. Like, I definitely do. I worked for them for 4 years. Yes. Okay. Uh, do we? Okay, I think we do follow each other already. No, I got. We've got to. Like, I'm about to end this fucking show just so I can talk to you. There's things out there, and this is the crazy thing. For those of you watching, like, there are crazy things that happen at these cons that we, for the most part, can't talk about. There's lots of crazy fucking shit that happens that we can't talk about. There's only like a handful of cons that I don't have crazy stories about where shit happened backstage that I'm not allowed to talk about. And I mean, Tyler's one of them. I've never had anything happen backstage that's crazy that I couldn't talk about. Alcon is the second. I want to share. Fuck. Kamikaze Con. Kamikaze Con was one of the few where we call it Kami. You know, like God, like Kami.
Mm-hmm.
Kamikaze Con, which is such a name. Fuck Fandom, and all my homies hate Fandom. Bro,
Damn.
let me get you a thing for my Discord real quick. Do you have Discord? I know you're watching on Twitch.
They said yeah. They gave their user.
Wait, where?
It should be on the. She's supposed to for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should be the 5th message.
I see it. Okay, let me look for you right now. Dude, I do need glasses. This is getting harder and harder to see on the bright. That's why I usually have it dimmed.
They said it was the same as the.
No, I got it. I'm just saying it's getting harder and harder to see. Because I do need glasses. Okay. Yeah, so we've heard multiple stories. We've heard multiple things. We've heard lots and lots of things going on with Fandom. I've met Josh. I've never had any issues with him, me personally. But I've never worked with him on that scale. That's really fucking crazy. This right here, this comment, they sexually exploited me. Fandom has never paid me anything for everything I did for them over the years. Fuck Fandom, and my homies hate Fandom as well. Wow. And they worked for them for 4 years. We've heard stories, rumors. We just never got names. Let me see. And I guarantee you, like, I don't know. I'm gonna tell you right now, Diamond. I hope you never wanted to go to EXPO because at this rate, we're never fucking going.
I wasn't even planning on it to begin with.
Okay, we have a guest. Okay. Sorry, I do try to type fast and I misspelled this. It's it's crazy. Here's and it's like it's crazy because I was in the Etchy Expo Discord. They had a
Mhm.
fitness section. That's where I really posted the most, sharing my gains with everybody. They have like a lot of smut channels. It's like, look, I get it. People are into the whole getting stepped on, getting all
Everything
that
in between. Yeah.
crazy crap. I that's not my thing. It's not something I'm into. That's something that I participate in. I'm an entertainer. I go to the cons because it's opportunity. Okay, so they did join us. I wasn't sure if they were or not, but we have I Peachy Sweet joining us on this show. Hello, thank you for coming on. Like I was trying to tell you, like we didn't have to do it today. I wanted to actually like I want to be able to sit down with you more and like talk about it more, like not off the record and on the
Mhm.
record because there are certain things that I know that I'm aware of that some other people did not like know about.
Uh, oh, there's so much. There's so much. I only knew that you guys were live right now because one of my friends just Snapchatted me the link to your stream, and I was like, "Oh, I'm in there. I'm gonna hop on." I don't know if you remember me, but I believe we met at the very first Etchy Expo, and I think we have a selfie together. Um, that was a long time ago. Long time ago. Anyways,
It
He
was a
probably
long time
doesn't
ago.
remember.
oh man, I don't even know where to start. So, hello, I'm Peachy. I used to be hired by Fandom Events to be a cosplay guest, produce burlesque shows for them, all sorts of other stuff, panels, whatever. I went to the very first Etchy Expo in San Marcos, San Antonio. I don't remember. Um,
It was San Marcos.
yes,
It was at that small like
it was really
crappy hotel.
small. The AC was out. There was a whole bunch of issues that year. Yeah,
Jesus.
it was terrible. Um, I I was hanging out with an artist there, and then that's when I met Fandom for the first time. And I was talking to them about another convention that was happening in Colorado. It was Anime Onsen, and they're like, "Oh, actually, that's our convention." I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't know." Um, and they're like, "Oh, well, you're a Colorado local. Like, we'd love to have you as a cosplay guest. What can you, panel wise, what can you do?" And I introduced my burlesque show. I was like, "I know you guys have a burlesque show here already. I don't know if it's a traveling troupe, but we're, I have a lot of local people to Colorado, so they booked me." Um, we agreed on. I was already living in Colorado at the time, so I didn't need stay, but they would give me a booth. They fed me. That was pretty much it. They didn't pay me. There was no pay. Which, depending, I don't know, depending on the convention, yeah, sometimes that's okay. But for the amount of work that I was doing for this convention, producing shows is not easy. It takes months. And I don't think people realize that. From booking the people, from like going through their auditions, looking through their pages, making sure that they're fit for the show, whatever, putting them in a group chat, organizing, making sure each performer is on the same page, going through the music, putting the music together, putting the slideshow, so on. You get the point.
Mhm.
A lot of work for no pay. Like that's my time that I'm just giving them, just for possible profit at my booth. Again, I was fine with the first year, and then as we went along and as we started going to more shows, I did start to ask for pay. I don't remember the direct response that Josh gave me, but pretty much just said no. Almost like threatened to take away my show too, which again, even though I wasn't getting paid, it was still like there's still some networking opportunities there, but it's like, it doesn't pay my bills. Did their first show, Anime Onsen. Second show was OkiCon in Oklahoma. Or no, sorry, let me backtrack. Went to Etchy Expo, met one of the voice actors there. Then OkiCon happened, and they emailed me saying, hey, we want you as a guest for OkiCon. Somebody special requested you. And I was like, okay, sure. And I'll have to find this email. I really hope I didn't delete it. But it was just a little odd. And I guess it was that specific voice actor. And so they had a thing for me. And I'll just say, I'll just say it. I came out about it last December, but it's Austin Tyndall. He's the voice of Ken Kaneki in Tokyo Ghoul. He had a thing for me.
Okay.
They were kind of trying to push that a little bit. Which if you look on like some Reddit posts, that's what fandom is known for, is kind of like booking cosplay guests and then trying to, I don't know, get them together with the voice actors. Pretty much like, trafficking almost. God. So I met him. We connected, whatever. I ended up moving to Texas. I was thinking about moving to Texas anyways for many other reasons, theater and stuff like that. But I ended up moving in with Austin. They helped get that together. Austin ended up abusing me. He was addicted to ketamine. He was an alcoholic, all sorts of stuff. I have the proof of this. I posted it to Twitter. There's recordings of him admitting to abusing me. As I was doing conventions for fandom events, I believe I was booked for Anime New Mexico 2022 or 23. I'm not sure. I can't remember off the top of my head. It was Anime New Mexico, and I pulled Josh and Megan aside. And I was like, hey, I had to, let you guys know, unfortunately, Austin and I, we don't live together anymore. We're not talking to each other anymore. He abused me. And I would like to ask that if you guys further book me for any of your conventions, that you not book me with him. And I found out literally like a few months ago, apparently they thought that that was too much drama for them. I didn't say that they had to stop booking him. I was like, do not book me at the same event as him. Feel free to book him, Mm-hmm. They decided that was too much drama, so they completely dropped me. They dropped me from all of their conventions. They replaced me with another cosplayer, and they told her to run my burlesque show, which anybody can run a cosplay burlesque show. There's many troops out there. She completely stole my jokes that I created myself. She stole improv games that I created myself as I used to do theater. Mm-hmm. So I made my burlesque shows very personal to me, and I added that bit in of like the theater stuff to make it kind of my show, have some more audience participation. She stole the jokes, stole the games. They told her to run everything the way I did. So yeah, no pay. Refused to respect my wishes to not be booked with my abuser, that they continued to book, knowing that he was abusing alcohol and drugs while at his booth at conventions, and then abused me. Never paid me. Never fed me either. I think after the first two cons, they didn't allow me to go into the green room. They said that all the food there was just for the voice actor guests, so I wasn't being fed or paid. And yeah, there's just so much. I've witnessed other cosplayers go through this. Their very first convention, I don't know, you guys probably touched on this, but there's literally an entire convention made in spite of them because of how unsafe it is. Because a girl will get sexually assaulted and Josh will say, well, what did you expect to happen? At this type of con, what did you expect to happen? That's what he said to this person as well. So there's a whole entire convention made that is much safer. I have so much. Sorry, I kind of rambled.
It's fine. It's fine. No, you're good. You're good. Actually, you're sharing. What's the guy's name? Austin Tyndall.
Yeah. And that's a whole other thing too. But again, the fact that this convention is that my case wasn't the first case. There's other voice actors that they have tried to get some of their cosplay girls to kind of lure them in, like, hey, come guest with us. We've got these cosplayers here. Yeah.
I've heard stories. Do me a favor, Fart Knocker. I know you're listening. Can you write down that fucking name and message it to me, Austin Tyndall? Okay, so we're not gonna. I've heard stories. I've heard stories about not just voice talent, just lots of people, staff.
Some of their staff, I was going to say, some of their staff
Yes.
members too. They'll book certain cosplayers because a staff member's like, hey, I really like this cosplayer. You should try and like, you know, and get us together. And yeah.
It's fucking crazy because there's other fucking con owners, particularly one who I always say fuck them in every episode, who will fucking just book cosplayers. And there's nothing wrong with booking cosplayers because they are pretty or
For
talented or whatever
sure.
the case is, but they do it specifically like, oh, I like this one. This is
the one that I want to pick. Yeah.
This is the one I want.
Yep.
Like, yeah, no, that's
They're not the
it's fucking-
first.
so
There's a lot out there, unfortunately.
It's really, it sucks because I feel you do look familiar, and I thought maybe you were, because I was trying to remember where, like, I felt like we had talked before, and I was trying to figure out like
It was the very first ECCHI Expo. I will have to find the selfie because we took a selfie together. Like we partied together at the first ECCHI.
Holy shit.
Okay. At that point, if it was at night,
like,
I
you
don't
probably
No,
remember.
that's fair. No, that's
I was
fair.
already-
Yeah.
Because I remember we ran karaoke for them, and they put us in a small room with and the AC wasn't working.
Yes, because, and I remember this. I remember karaoke because this is one of my favorite moments. At the beginning of the panel, while people are lined up for karaoke to sign up for a song, I'm in line. Some person comes up and he's like, "Hey, I'm so sorry. I have a peach tattooed on my ass." He's like, "Can I have a photo of like my face next to it?" I was like, "I don't give a fuck." So I'm turned to the side. I'm in the line for karaoke, and then there's a line out to the side because there's another guy. He's like, "Hey, can I get one after?" And then another. So I have a line of people waiting to take photos of my butt while I'm waiting in line for karaoke. I remember that panel. I don't remember what song I sang, but yeah. Oh, it was Lion King. Yeah, it was Lion King.
Did I make a comment? Because I felt like I would have made a comment. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know. I think you did. It was a small room. Anyways, yeah.
It was a very small room. Slightly bigger than one of the panel rooms at smaller than the karaoke room at Anime Tyler, and slightly bigger than one of the panel rooms. Just to give Diamond some context on how small it was. And no AC.
Yeah. Dying.
No, we were all sweating. I had to fan people with a lid. It was an interesting weekend. I ended up breaking my hand.
Surprised I didn't get a heat stroke at that point.
Nah, we all stayed hydrated. We had Bud Light,
water in the can.
Yeah. Okay, so I do remember, because I do kind of remember some of that con, like, because the con overall, I remember we were all waiting in line for the dance, and it was already like 30 minutes
Late.
over its start time. And then like they were like, I just remember with my speaker blasting music, and like there were like 3 people dancing on a table, and it was just like I had like half the line like literally dancing because the show started 45 minutes to an hour late. And I remember the first weekend, there was just like a lot of I didn't hear anything bad from the first weekend, because at the time we were still brand new, like as far as doing this kind of stuff, this kind of press where we were talking about these kind of things in the community. But as the years progressed, I think we only went to like 2 or 3 ECCHI expos before we decided, like, look, we don't really want to be involved anymore. Like, I don't want to be involved with ECCHI expo. Like, some shit happened. I remember somebody saying that they got like they were almost assaulted. I remember some people saying they felt uncomfortable with some of the parties or some of the stuff going on in the back, and then like people not getting paid. We already started hearing stories about people not getting paid, people getting like used. They're like, oh, okay, well, if you're not gonna, like, they got the vibe like they were only there to kind of like for sex, like legitimately.
You just reminded me too. Did you ever check out their waifu club? Okay. No. So they have a part of their convention called the Waifu Club. It's pretty much like a maid cafe. And they'll have like their cosplay guests kind of come in. They've got a pole in there. So they'll do like pole dancing. They had me do a burlesque performance. Pretty much offer like the fan servicey stuff that we would at our booth, just more in like a private setting. The only people that could access that room are the people that paid for his wife at the time, Megan's OnlyFans for 3 months. You had to be subscribed to her OnlyFans for 3 months to be able to access that room. I never saw any of that money. There was a tip jar in that room, and I remember, I think it was me and 3 other cosplayers. It was right after the burlesque show. And I remember actually, yeah, because this was a ECCHI Expo Denver. It was the only one that I guested at. I think that was the last ECCHI Expo I guested. I was on the plane and I get a message from another cosplay guest. She's like, hey, what are you doing for the waifu club? Like, what are you doing for your performance? I was like, what are you talking about? It wasn't in my contract. She's like, yeah, Josh and Megan want us to do a performance for the waifu club. And I was like, I didn't bring anything for that, but I guess I can wing it. So I just wore a random outfit, like came up with something and did a like on the spot burlesque number. There was a tip jar in there. Never saw any of that money. No idea. No clue. Yeah, so I don't know. It was just interesting to me that like not only are they paying to get into the convention, which I don't get an appearance fee for that, but now you're having me do even more work that wasn't in my contract. I guess I didn't have to, but also I thought that maybe I would make money there and I just didn't. Unless it was people like giving me the money directly that I could pocket, but otherwise all that tip jar stuff, I have no idea if any of the other cosplayers got it, if Josh and Megan just pocketed it, but yeah.
They
Yeah,
probably
they
just
Oh, no,
took
for
it.
sure.
I will
Yeah.
tell you this. So you mentioned, you just like reminded me as well. So the waifu club thing, I remember talking to Josh about it actually. So after a while, because we did meet, and then like I kind of stood out at EXPO 1 year when they were at the new location. They had a stripper pole. It was just out there in the hallway, and people were allowed to go on there and use it. So we kind of like set up a speaker next to it. We set up a DJ speaker after we were done with karaoke because we had nothing to do. And people started dancing on it. I talked to the staff. They're like, hey, okay, yeah, you can, if you want, just, you know, you can be in charge. We'll let you run it for a bit. And then we ran it for that weekend. So I talked to Josh, like, hey, are you okay with me setting up a DJ booth? Because we do karaoke anyway. And he talked to me about waifu club, and they were already like getting ready to do the stripper pole in there and have the DJ set up and everything. And I remember I was going to do it, but that's before we had decided that we weren't going to go back anymore.
Yeah.
And then we just never kept in contact. So I was always wondering whatever happened to like the position I was offered. I wasn't going to get paid, by the way. There was no, we were going to provide all the music, all the equipment, everything, table, just they provided the pole, everything. We were going to get paid. There was no, and I think that's just how the company operates. Like, hey, it's all voluntary. It's kind of like how Anime Matsuri is. They all of their staff are on a voluntary basis. Like it's all, this is like, oh, you can add it to like as a college credit or something like that. Or I forgot what the fuck he said, but it doesn't surprise me because I did, like I said, we did hear about it. I'm pretty sure that what happened with you was one of the stories we had heard. There was just so many different things that we'd
There's
heard.
so much. There, like it just keeps going too. I had also found out that, so again, I would have my booth. I would have to be there pretty much all day unless I had a panel or my show. I ran the 2 shows, so one Friday, one Saturday night. That's pretty much it, I guess. Sometimes the cosplay contest, they would have me judge as well. All of that. There was another cosplay guest that she had maybe one panel and pretty much booth the entire time. She got, she's a larger cosplayer, has a bigger following, whatever, that's fine. She had one panel. She had one panel the entire weekend and was mostly at her booth. She got an appearance fee that when I heard the number, I was stunned. This was from a former staff member that told me she got a $5,000 appearance fee every single time that she had guested there.
Wow, holy shit.
$5,000.
And they couldn't even split the tip jar with you.
I asked, the one time I asked for pay, I asked for $150. I was like, just $150, just for at least my time of like doing the burlesque show. Like not even my time being there. I was just calculating in my head like the extra time for like before the convention, like going through the auditions, like all that stuff. Like that was my $150 just for that. That's not even like the food for the weekend. That's not my time being there away from home, actually like doing other work, you know? Yeah. 5,000.
That's not, but that ain't shit though. $150 for.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. When I found out, so when I came out about the Austin stuff, this was December 15th, literally like a few months ago. I had been holding this in for a long time. And like when I came out about it, there was some fandom. Actually, let me pull up some Reddit messages because I got some inside info from other staff members. I'm not going to give their position actually. Hold on. But I did receive some messages pretty much saying like, yeah, we knew that fandom let you go because of the Austin stuff, because it was too much drama.
I feel like it should have been the other way around though. If they were gonna fire or like let somebody go,
I didn't even ask them to let him go. I just said don't book us at the same event. Like that is crazy. It is,
which makes you like, which in like hindsight that makes you the bigger person. Like, look, I don't want. It's like it's not that I don't want him. Like, it's kind of like that old saying. It's not that I don't want you to eat. I just don't want you to eat at my table, right? You still don't. You don't want the. If you get what I mean. I know I might have messed it up. We get it. You did tell them like, look, I just don't
book us together like in the
area. Don't put us in the same area. Don't put us in the same room. Don't have us in the same.
Like you can still like he can still come, just not when I'm booked.
Hey, just one of us.
I didn't think it was
drama,
that hard.
and they're like, it's not. It's really not. And like knowing what we know, honestly,
I feel like they did that because they're thinking about it too. Of like, well, on one hand, he brings more people in a sense. So they're just like, she's a cosplayer, and we can get any other cosplayer like you.
Yeah, but like after hearing that, yeah, he brings in more people, but who? Like, what's stopping him from being a fucking dickhead to everybody?
But at the same
else,
time, at the same time, I think they didn't care. That was the main point that I was trying to.
So I found the message. The idea of paying people anything was loathsome to them. So that tracks. And Megan's official stance was, you were too much drama. Josh told me privately that it was because you were causing Tyndall too many issues, which lines up with the vague gist of what Megan said as well. Yeah. Let's see. Sorry, I couldn't protect you from this. I was happy to do my job when I could. Yeah. And this was someone that I did trust with fandom. They ended up leaving fandom pretty early before like majority of the shit went down. But yeah, very unfortunate.
You do have a comment in the comment section. At Peachy Sweet. Yeah, I knew that cosplayer who you're talking about. I was introduced to her with other cosplay friends, and I said hi to her and everything. She didn't say anything to me and just ignored me. No, it's an emoji. That's why it's saying the shit.
Oh, okay. I was like, Sunstru. Damn. Yeah.
It's because it doesn't do. It doesn't like Twitch emojis. It likes YouTube and Facebook, but
it's
doesn't
like
a
Twitch. little like figure.
Cat.
Yeah, like crying.
It's so, to be honest, we had a different episode today. We had a completely different episode. We were going to talk to Otaku Odyssey today, and I kind of fucked that interview up because the email was never sent. And so I was on Discord earlier today, and I noticed that there was like a slip moment in the ECCHI Discord, because I'm still in there. I still, I keep up with everything that's going on.
Was it the court file, the PDF?
No.
Did you see that?
There's more than one. I didn't see that one, but
there was something that was recent today that was posted that got deleted.
Oh, really? Is there? Does anyone have that?
I'm sending it. Yeah.
Okay. I know there's more to the court case than people are aware of,
or what's in public knowledge, basically.
That I'm allowed. Like, there are certain court documents that I was able to see. Okay. Oh, this is more recent. The one I saw was in December. Did it? Oh my god! I just downloaded it. So I actually okay. Let me see. All right, we're gonna start.
Oh, I knew that. Yeah.
Do you know to who? I will tell you.
Is it the new ECCHI Denver owner?
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
Then I don't know.
I don't know if you ever heard of this convention.
I have. I went to the very last one in 2018. Interesting. I don't know them though.
No, because they I spoke to them and they were just, oh my god, I'm sorry, you company investments DBA. Oh wow.
But it says try to, so they didn't. They didn't buy it.
Right. It's
Nice.
see, there's the okay, so I will go. Holy shit. Here the first site of the meeting. The meetings are recorded. It's copy tape is available from the U.S. Trustee's office. And you saw? I do. Okay. It's a lot. It's a lot. Probably a lot to go over.
Dude, reading, I don't know, just reading that transcript too. He's just it's weird. It's weird to see the things that Josh said because he's just playing dumb. And it's like, this isn't the same guy that I was hired by.
Mm-hmm.
So to read that he was just acting clueless is insane to me.
Okay, so right, so you're. Yeah, I do get that vibe from here. Okay, yeah, I don't understand the question.
What the heck?
It's something that I will. Damn. Okay. Fuck. Okay.
It's a lot of I don't knows and I think so. I think I know what that
I
is.
guess
I don't know.
so.
That's all of what he said in there. It's crazy.
I mean, yeah, he's trying to play stupid in the case. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe that's what his lawyer told him to do. Like, hey man, just pretend to
Play
be
dumb.
play dumb,
And then not know, and
they won't throw the book at you.
there.
This whole situation, and we were talking about this before. Like, look, there are a lot of people. This is what we told our audience. Like, look. We know a lot of people still support this fucking convention. They support EXPO. They don't give a fuck, right? They don't care what happens to the guest or the
right.
They just want to go there and just it's like some of the other cons are like, we don't care what they've done wrong. I still went and had fun.
It's hard because before I came out publicly about a lot of the stuff that I went through with them and the voice actor and Josh and all them, I did tell some of my close friends, some people that I worked with, or like other people that did work for Fandom, and I let them know. And some of them, like, I live paycheck to paycheck. I'm not doing great right now. I know they're not doing great right now. And sometimes you need to take those opportunities. So it's very hard. It's very hard because, like, I don't know. It's definitely situational, but then on the other hand, it's like, people are getting literally sexually assaulted at these cons and mistreated and underpaid and used and exploited. So I don't know. It's a hard line for sure. Or like I've got friends that didn't pay for their ticket, so they got to show up, roomed with someone else, never gave any money to EXPO, but they were there holding like their little signs for like fan service, trying to get money that way as well. So I don't know. It's hard for sure.
It's a hustle. It's a hustle.
Yeah.
We get it. Like, and don't feel ashamed. Like, some of us also live paycheck to paycheck. Like the podcast. There are days where we have like 100 people watching. There are days where we have like 2 people watching.
Mm-hmm.
Our Wednesdays are our lower rated days. Like our Mondays usually do better. And like even then, when I did my income tax, we reported a loss. Like we're at a loss. We don't make money off the show.
Yeah.
Everything we do that we do for the cons, helping them, working with them, talking to people, like yourself, having people come on, share their story, talk about this, talk about that, putting the conventions on blast. We lose money and it burns bridges.
Yeah. Yep.
Like there are a couple of conventions that don't want to fucking do anything with us anymore because, like, well, you said this about us. Well, yeah, we'll fix your shit. And there are some voice actors who, that watch our show and they appreciate all the things we do. And there are some that are like, man, oh, you're that
They're
fucking
assholes
podcast
that talk shit about everybody or whatever.
Yeah. And it's difficult, and I get it. Like, we're out here, we're talking about EXPO, we're talking about Fandom, Lion and Crown, or whatever the fuck it's called now. And their stupid fucking lawsuit, and fucking him and his wife going through the fucking they're going over bullshit. They're going over they're going over a court case for some of the dumbest fucking thing in the world. And it goes back to the whole honesty thing, bro. If you would have just been honest with yourself and with your partner and everything, maybe you wouldn't be going through this shit, bro. It's what happens when you fuck up.
Fuck around and find out. And y'all are finding out.
And and it sucks because, like, I can tell that you are, like, you're a really good person. I can tell just by talking to you that you're not like there are some people that think they're the greatest, like their shit don't stink, and I don't get that fucking vibe from you. You seem like a really cool person that, that's just, look, I'm trying my best and I'm not going to ask for a lot. The fucking fact that you only wanted $150 is not a lot of fucking money.
That's all I asked for. Like, just
and
a
also
little extra.
You put a lot of hard work too, not just like, you explaining how, like, you did so much work for them and still didn't ask for a lot and still got fucked, at the end.
Yeah, I mean, like, being paid would have been nice, but the main reason I did it was, like, I mean, yeah, sure, there was like networking and stuff, but me personally, like, the burlesque shows, I book a lot of I don't have like a troupe that I travel with. I don't have like a set group of people. I just happen to know performers in New Mexico, Colorado, Texas. And then so when a convention books me there, I'll just hit up all my local people. I'll get like maybe 3 or 4 of them. And then I'll post like an open audition to be like, hey, if you want to come be a part of this, whatever. So I'll book like 2 to 3 newbies who have like never been on stage before, that it's like, I've been to one of these shows and I've seen one and I really want to be a part of it. So I'm like, yeah, like come join us. So the main reason I did it was to obviously like travel, go see like my friends in those states and stuff, but to bring more people in and to, I don't know, that's what cons were about. I miss when conventions were, just welcoming and like being a nerd together and appreciating nerd culture. And then you have, people like Fandom that just turn it into this money grabby, like it's not even about the nerd culture or fans anymore. It's just about making a quick buck and
quick
exploiting
cash grab scheme kind of
exploiting thing. These little IT nerds that work at their computer jobs and then come nerd out at the weekend. I don't know.
No, I get that. I do, because there's been an influx over the last few years, and I don't know if anybody's noticed this. This goes out to the people that watch the show live, that watch the pre-recorded, or you watch the show on Discord or whatever the fuck. There has been there's been an influx of companies like Fandom events, for example, that they just own multiple conventions because they saw this, what they thought was a golden opportunity to get rich. Oh shit, we're gonna make a lot of money off anime convention because look at it, it's packed. People are spending money. And then they come out and they fucking realize that a lot of these conventions break even or they lose money.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I felt like that's what Fandom was. It was just trying to get like rich. They had like straight out the gate, they already had like 10 cons.
Yeah, something like that. Anime New Mexico, OkiCon, Anime Onsen, ECCHI Expo Denver, ECCHI Expo San Marcos,
Dallas.
It
was Denver.
They had a lot,
San Antonio.
yeah.
It was 3. It was Denver, San Antonio. Even though it's in San Marcos, they call it San Antonio, and Dallas. Dallas is
Mhm.
usually the one that happens around this time, around May, between May and June.
Oh, and then it was a 1-year thing that like I think it got canceled the week before it happened. It was a fitness convention that they tried doing. And I got hit up. This is after, I believe it was OkiCon was the last convention I did with them, and then they were trying to do an anime fitness convention in Denver. And I don't know if you know UKO Fitness. They're like a anime pre-workout company. They try to like make anime themed pre-workout.
I think I've had some stuff.
They were working along Fandom pretty heavily. They wanted UKO Fitness to take care of the cosplay portion, so like all the cosplay guests for this fitness con, and they reached out to me. I used to be an ambassador for UKO, and I dropped them for reasons as well. They were pretty much similar to Fandom. Like they didn't pay me, but they expected me to like do this work for them. Like, oh, here's some free product, now like do stuff for us. And I'm like, no, that doesn't pay my bills. But anyways, they reached out to me. They're like, hey, we want to book you for this convention. I was like, yeah, possibly. And then once they told me the convention, I told them no. I was not comfortable with doing any more Fandom shows. I don't want to be associated with them anymore. And they're like, oh, well, Fandom's not working with the cosplay group. Like, we're the ones handling the cosplayers. And I'm like, okay, but it's still their convention and I'd be working under them still. No, I don't want to be a part of this. And he's like, well, call me. And I'm like, it's going to be no. Like, the answers are going to be no. I don't remember what he said over the phone. I pretty much just let him yap. And I was like, no, I don't want the association. I'm not going to this convention. And then, yeah, I think the con ended up getting canceled like the week of or something. I don't even think that it happened. So I don't know.
You know, it sounds like it was poorly put together. Anyway, like I never even heard of it. I've heard of like other fitness events and conventions and like cosplay fitness ones. I never heard of the one they were trying to do.
I don't remember. It was like maybe it was like Power Up Con or something. It was just some fitness.
That sounds terrible.
Power Up
like a
Con.
screaming convention.
I don't know. Let me see if I can find the DMs with the UKO person.
It's not easy, guys, whenever we talk about these things, because like a lot of shit happens out there. A lot of not a lot of conventions, but there are some conventions out there that, you know, kind of screw over the people they work with, or screw over their guests, or screw over somebody. Somebody gets the shit end of the stick.
Someone
and
always
it's heartbreaking.
Just like destroyed.
Oh, I wouldn't say all that, but I'd say like people get the shit end of the stick, like, you know. And it sucks because you went through a lot with them. You got mistreated. I feel like you got fucked over, and you were just flat out used. I know it sucks, and I'm so sorry that happened.
It is what it is.
But it shouldn't be like that.
I know.
It really
I know. It's gosh. And like I said, like unfortunately, they're not the only ones. There's another convention owner in New Mexico that has done honestly worse than these guys. Like this guy was trying to, I have a message from this guy. Okay, his name is Jim Burleson. He owns Albuquerque Comic-Con, Duke City Comic-Con, a bunch of others. He's on the list of like, oh god, there's so much. There's so many convention owners out there, dude. It's so awful. I wish we could just do like clean slate, start over. I don't know. I want to go back to the early 2000s.
No, exactly. That's why we liked Anime Tyler. Anime Tyler was a family-friendly convention where it felt like what cons felt like back in the early 2000s. People have turned this community. They've turned the love of cosplay, you know, acting the character or doing whatever the fuck, and it's been turned into like a dick swinging contest now.
Or like who has the most followers, or
it's a clout competition. Yeah. That's why I've been backing out from cons too, because when I first started going to conventions, nobody knew who the fuck I was. And I loved it. I could just walk around, not get stopped by people. Like, yeah, they would stop me for my cosplay, whatever. But now it's like, I don't know. I go to conventions. There's always like a camera in my face. Someone asks me, like, I'll do TikToks with friends, whatever. But there's people who I've only interacted with at conventions. We have zero conversation. They'll put me in their TikTok and then like, okay, thanks, bye. And they don't interact with me outside of that. And I feel like they're content prop. Or sometimes even a stepladder where like, I think I make a friend in the community. Oh, can you introduce me to so-and-so cosplayer or so-and-so voice actor sometimes? And sometimes I will. And then I get dropped. And then I'm ghosted or whatever. I've had friends surpass me in following and then they just don't talk to me anymore. And like, people get busy. I still reach out to some of my old friends when I first started cosplay, not as often as I used to, because, you know, we have lives, sure, but like I still try and check in every few months or like, you know, weeks, whatever, be like, hey, just checking in. And I get nothing, like no actual friendship. I just feel like a prop sometimes. It sucks.
It's terrible because we did a special a couple months ago on a Mario cosplayer who will go unnamed. Fuck it, I'll just say it. Box of props. At this point, I don't give a fuck.
Okay, I don't know them.
They got accused of grooming. We didn't like. So we knew Box of Props personally, but we avoided talking about our personal experiences and like what we knew about them, and we just talked about what we saw. Like we were watching this video. And we were just talking about them. And I know for a fact that in the video, they talk about like he has transactional friends, like friends that only bring something to the table, something that that can benefit him or benefit, like, you know, that's, and he's not the only one that I feel can be guilty of that. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not confirming nor denying. I'm saying it was mentioned in the video. There are a lot of people that are like that. They feel like, you know, if you don't bring something that benefits me, then, you know, why should I keep you around? And I don't see shit like that. There are people in our Discord who are regulars who talk to us regularly that we keep up with. I try to keep up with everybody. I do a lot of stuff outside conventions. I do Renaissance stuff, Texas Renaissance Festival, Sherwood. And I started this thing called Mr. Uppies. And I have a whole menu thing where I'll give you like dad jokes, or I'll say something inspirational to you, or I'll lift you up. I will pick you up off the ground. I'll give you uppies. And my motto is like, I can lift anyone. Like, and I have. There are people that have come to me and like they've never been lifted off the ground before, and I'll lift them off the ground. And I'll give dad advice. I'll like tell you I'm proud of you. I'll give you head pats and call you good boy, good girl. But I'll do it like I mean it. And I like to do this for the community because I want people to know that I do care. I might not always communicate with you, but I do care about you. And I do see you as a friend. I don't want something in return from you. Just respect, right? And I think we don't need more of the Mr. Uppies thing, but we need more like of that, like just people just caring just a tad bit more.
Yeah.
And like being actual friends to each other and caring about each other and like, hey, how are you doing? You good? You good? Like be like Netflix when you would watch Supernatural for 3 hours and Netflix, like, you good, fam?
More community, less competition.
Yeah,
it's become very competitive and people want clout. Like cons are now like 30% TikTok people doing
or
content.
Influencer.
Well, no, not get like just people walking around the floor just trying to make videos that are trying to break out in TikTok. And it's like, you know, and people ask us all the time. You've asked us, you've Diamond, you've asked, why don't we do more TikTok? I was like, look, dude, there's already enough of that shit around as it is. Like, we're here to enjoy the con, live in here the now, and then we'll worry about the content after the con's over. And the thing is, we never make content because when the con show's like, well, fuck, I forgot to record stuff.
Yeah.
I was like too busy goofing off or doing other stuff. And I get that, like, it's people are going to use you in and for their content and stuff. Like, oh my God, you're this so and so, and it's awesome. Or you just props in their video, or like.
Oh my gosh. Do you know of Club Kaiju?
Mm-mm.
So Club Kaiju, they're event runners and they run a bunch of like mostly raves. They just started doing karaoke nights, and it'll either be at conventions, but then they have regular spots at like the Vibe Club in Dallas, or maybe that's Fort Worth. I don't know, but they've got a few like regular locations, just like every weekend pretty much. They had an event at Spa Castle, so it's literally a spa. They have one section where there's kind of like a little dance floor. There's a DJ going the whole time. Nobody's dancing. Okay, whatever. We're at a spa, and the tickets for that night are so expensive because it's a spa. Everyone has cameras out the whole time. As soon as I walked in, there's fucking microphones in my face. People are doing TikToks. Cool. Get your bag. Love that. Love your content creator, entrepreneurship, whatever. The whole time we were there, I was miserable. And I think after that, I only did one other Club Kaiju event. And this isn't on Club Kaiju at all. Like, I think it was just that night. But it was just like, I don't know. We're at a spa. Like, we're at a spa right now, hanging out with all our friends. Why are we, I don't know, like, enjoy it just a little bit. Shit.
I'm wondering, why was it at a spa to begin? That just seems like the weirdest place to have it.
It's actually really cool. It's actually so cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's so fun.
And also, I was thinking, I was like, it's in a spa, so wouldn't there be like humidity where it would like fog up your phone?
It's partially outside. It's like an outside indoor area, so it's like half and half with like open doors. You can go to the outside section, and then the DJ's inside with like kind of an open dance floor. But yeah, there's like a pool, there's like a massage jet, like beds and shit. Nobody was fucking using those. It was people making TikToks. I'm like, what? Crazy.
That just speaks more about like the way things are nowadays. It's more about content and then living in the moment. And it's
content farming.
It's not on Club Kaiju. I think it's just, again, it's the community kind of changing and shifting, like I got heavily bullied in high school for liking anime. And now it's cool. And so now you're bringing in this whole other group of people that are starting to get into it, which is fine. Like, I'm not gatekeepy, but it's like, I don't know.
To me, in my personal opinion, and I could be wrong or whatever, you won't disagree with it, I think there's nothing wrong with gatekeeping a little bit to a certain extent for the right reasons. So like if it's like a person who is literally just recording videos, kind of like what we just talked about, like kind of like a get rich scheme, and not like actually building a community and like caring about what they're making, and them just like, I just want to be rich off of it, I feel like it's okay.
I will disagree. I'm going to disagree.
Okay.
I'm 30. I'm in my 30s. I'm 37. I grew up, like, the name of my school, my middle school, right? We got our fucking first spammer of the fucking day, by the way.
Bot spammer.
God damn it.
Not again.
I grew up, look, the name of my middle school was Frank Murphy Black Middle School. It was called Black Middle School. You can already guess, like, it was mostly minorities. We grew up in the hood. People got robbed. People got mugged. People got shot. There was a house 3 houses away from me. There was a drug dealer living there. Their house got shot up on a regular basis. And I was an anime fan. I was a Power Ranger fan. I was a Pokemon fan. I played, like, I was all these things, like early 2000s, 90s, early 2000s. And I see gatekeeping now. It's like, oh, you're not a real gamer unless you play so-and-so, like this video game, obscure video game that nobody's ever heard of. Or you're not a real anime fan and if you only watch shonen anime. Like, here's the thing. I grew up with only Toonami. That's how, well, I grew up with anime in Mexico. And we had way more anime back then in Mexico than we did here. But we grew up with Toonami. Like, that was our only source of anime until 4Kids started getting Pokemon and Digimon. And like we didn't have Crunchyroll, Funimation, we didn't have all these apps, we didn't have streaming. We had the drug dealer had VHSs of ghetto dubbed anime that were poorly dubbed, mind you, with like 2 episodes per VHS, and it was $30.
Crazy.
Like, I don't like. Yeah, sure. Are the content creators kind of annoying? Yeah, they're fucking annoying. But you know who else was annoying growing up? The Yu-Gi-Oh card players.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And I don't think they should be kept out, but I think they should be more regulated on where they can film, where or what.
Yes. Yeah. I agree on that part. I think that everyone starts somewhere too. Like just with any like culture. I know there's like a lot of beef with cosplayers right now getting into like the goth community and what defines you as goth, and I don't know. There's a few girls that like just started getting into that culture and stuff, and just like with any other, you know, nerd subculture fan, whatever. I think that everyone does start somewhere, and you know, you can become a huge anime fan, but not. I think not necessarily that we should gatekeep, but I agree on what you just said with maybe like limiting stuff within the con space of like filming and all that, which I guess they have some rules on like photography right now, but
even then, like it's nothing that's like very solidified that can like make it actually work to where people will actually respect it in a sense.
right.
Because we're still at a point to where like, well, people will be like, well, I have the right to record because it's a public place and stuff, you know. But at the same time, it shouldn't give that shouldn't be the excuse for you to record people in general, even
For
if it's a
sure.
public space.
My first anime was Ben 10. Is that shut the hell up? I will say this. Look, I hate gatekeeping. As somebody that grew up, I mean, we got made fun of, we got bullied. We like, I still have the gunshot scar on my arm from when I was 13. It was a drive-by, and I don't like how like people are gatekeeping now. Like cosplaying has become like a competitive competition. Cosplay should always be for fun. If you can make a buck off of it, good for you, boo boo. You do you get that bread. But you know what? If I want to wear a cardboard box and write Gundam on it, which I have done, I wore a cardboard box and wrote soap on it. And that shit got way more popular than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to piss off a couple people. And I get it. Like photographers, like, you know, there's some stories here and there with photographers. Like that's another thing that has, you know, kind of
So they come up more
That's a
often than
whole
now.
other
yeah,
that's
that's a
been
whole-
going on for such a long time.
and that includes photographers during ECCHI
Mhm.
Like you're talking about like
Years of
there's all kinds of
stuff.
crazy shit that happens at this fucking convention. It's so fucking crazy. Just the horror stories, like it's not all bad though. Like there are some people that have like comedy stories. There's some fucked up stories. There's some horror stories.
Right.
You know, it's a convention to where there's a lot of controversy, and you know I kind of feel like this also played a part into the whole isolation of cosplay groups and gatekeeping, because I don't know, to me it feels like like the bigger convention, the less friendlier the people. Like you can't really strike up a conversation anymore. I don't know if you've like experienced that or you feel that way. I feel like people are a little bit either a bit more intimidated or they're just like, please don't talk to me right now.
For me and from what my
Depends.
sister, for at least for my sister, because she's in high school age specifically, where like that's the perfect time where like you could tell if like people will talk to you or not, because there's some people who are shy and some people aren't. For her experiences, especially just her, she said like some people are very weird. Like some people can talk to you and be friends with you, hang out, and then there's other people who are just like very weird about it, and they're like, oh, what do you like, or like how many like followers, or you know, that kind of going into that route. And then like when they find out that you don't like the same stuff or what, like going back to gatekeeping.
Okay, how do you say the name? Oshio. I'm gonna need context Shut up, 17.
Wait, I know what I don't know specifically what he's talking about, but I did hear about. Wait, Oshio, are you talking about the guy that? Okay, I think there's two different stories with the Resident Evil truck. I know what he's talking about. There's a Resident Evil truck. There's a group of them. I don't know them very well. I don't know them at all, actually. But I do know that I think at the very first ECCHI Expo, they shot a porno in that Resident Evil truck on site at ECCHI Expo.
What the heck?
I don't know. That's just a little fun fact. But anyways, I heard something about one of their team members, and then I also had a run-in with, I don't know if he's officially a part of that group, but I think he used to be. Is that what you're talking about, Oshio? The guy with the little beret?
It's gonna take a while because there's like a 5
delay.
Yeah.
Delay. Yeah, because I need context because I know there's. I was trying to make sure which one
Besides
the porno.
I don't know then. I only know the guy that I had a run-in with, and I'm not even sure if he's like officially a part of that group. But I think they were kind of maybe, I don't know if they were a part of Fandom or like working with them either.
I think they were, I don't think they were a part of Fandom. Because I've seen the group outside of the con scene, and I don't remember. Well, I will be honest with you. At one, like, I was cool with Josh. Me and Josh were really cool. We talked a lot.
I thought I was cool with him too.
Yeah.
He seemed like we talked shit about Anime Matsuri. I told him, like, look, man, because I worked with the con. I didn't work for the con. I worked with the con. And I was like, look, I enjoy working with y'all. This is fun because they used me to entertain people. I was there to like keep people entertained, and I accepted that. I was like, look, that's what I am. I'm an entertainer. You want me to make people laugh? You want me to make them smile? You want me to make them cry? That's what I'm here for. I live for it. Let's go. I did get like vibes whenever we talked, though. Whenever we talked behind the scenes, he did have that kind of like I'm an alpha male kind of like
vibe.
And guy who owns it is a creep, but also registered sex offender. Let me look it up. Whoa!
Holy shit!
Wow!
Yo.
Well, Resident Evil porno. Well, that's enough internet for my innocent ears. There's a lot that like I feel like I'm just gonna have to dedicate an entire episode to just this on a Monday. Like it's a lot, and it just feels bad because like everything that you've told us, I've heard. Not everything. I'm sorry. Everything. Let me rephrase that. Everything that you've told us or shared with us, I've either heard, or
there's similar stories. Yeah.
Similar stories, or it's brand fucking new to me. And like some of the shit that I've heard or I've seen, and it's like, bro, what the fuck is going on? And it's like, and I've talked to other people about it, and they're like, yeah, no, that's that is right. Very much the case. That is very much the case. And so I have actually heard about people during we heard about the burlesque. We heard about people working with it and getting screwed, and somebody got kicked out. They said that you got fired. I didn't know who it was. I didn't know the details. All I know, like, I got like notes here and there because it was a lot. Because they fired or let go or stopped working with a lot of people that complained.
They also, the girl that they replaced me with, at one point before they replaced me too, and again, supposedly they replaced me because of the Austin stuff. I did not know that until this last December when I came out about the Austin stuff. I always assumed that they replaced me because I didn't want to do OnlyFans content with Megan. I did not, like, I do OnlyFans stuff, but I didn't want to mix that with someone who is hiring me. You know, I don't want to mix my convention director. No, I don't want to involve all that.
It's the don't.
They replaced me with a cosplayer that did do OnlyFans stuff with them. So
yeah, don't shit where you eat.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, so
that's fucked up. And where did I hear that?
And actually, let me pull this up too. I did get an apology from this person that they admitted.
Air quotes apology.
Oh, it's pretty crazy.
Oh god.
Oh, I screenshot it somewhere. Hold on. But she pretty much confirmed that Fandom told her to run the show as my show.
Am I tripping? Is that phone case an owl or a cat?
It's a taiyaki.
Oh, it's a okay. It's. I don't know why I thought it was an owl.
So this person's apologizing because this person also did really shitty things to me. I pretty much told them everything that Fandom did, warned them. I was like, hey, I consider you like a really good friend, and I'm telling you right now, Fandom did these really awful things. They're supporting my abuser. And she pretty much just brushed it off. She's like, well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm getting booked. I'm like, okay, whatever.
That's fucked.
Second off, I'm sorry that I didn't see the red flags in Fandom sooner. I should have listened to you. They were awful to me, and I let them use me just like they did to you. I'm so very sorry for not taking what you had to say seriously, and I know that is another thing I did to hurt you. I'm also very sorry for copying your burlesque show. I thought I was doing it differently enough than yours. I do realize that I wasn't. Josh and Megan told me to run it this way. But also, please know, it was never my intention to steal anything from you. You helped me get into that art form. I never thought I'd be brave enough to try, blah, blah, blah. This community is awful, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, pretty much like admitted that Josh and Megan told her to run the show exactly like mine.
You think that... Fuck, I actually lost my train of thought. Holy shit. Wow. Where were the years that you worked with them? I know it was the first year and possibly the second.
It had to have been 3 years. Let me look that up actually. There's this lovely site called animecons.com, and I don't know who the fuck runs it. One time I looked up my cosplay name and I found this page that I guess has just been tracking the conventions that I guessed at and like a bunch of other. It's really crazy.
That is weird.
It's pretty crazy, but it's cool. Peachy Sweet, yes. Okay. Yeah, so my last one with them, 2023 was my last time with them. So it had to have been KO plus no, because EXPO Denver. So 2023. So from 21 to 23, so like 3 years. Anime New Mexico, Anime Athens, Onsen, Anime New Mexico 23, Anime Onsen 23, ECCHI EXPO 23, Anime or OkiCon 23. So that's like, I think there's some that weren't recorded too. So like, 7 or 8 conventions that I did for them, 2 shows at each of those cons. Each show runs about an hour long. Yeah.
I think, it's right around the same time that we called it quits as well. But to be honest with you, I was already like kind of getting annoyed with the con.
Same.
With the way they were treating us, and like I had like we were trying to do so much for them and trying to work with them, and like it sucks because they treated a lot of people like crap. We saw it firsthand, and I'm so sorry that really did happen to you. I wish I would have known sooner. We could have talked about it sooner.
I wish I would have come out about it too. I know a lot of people are like, oh, why didn't you say anything when it first happened? It's like, okay, well, you're not in that position. I don't have money. They do. They have a lot of money. Also, some people that I talked to about it either just like didn't believe me or like played it down. They're like, oh, well, that doesn't seem correct. And then it turns out, well, they were on their side anyways. They were never going to take my side. So,
And like, and I don't want to come off as an asshole or anything like that. We've had a lot of people like your story. I believe it 100%. Why? Because I've actually heard that exact story, like not word for word. That cat just closed that door.
But different versions.
No, it's funny. No, because it's like my dog. My hero's somewhere around here. Oh, there he is.
He'll just open and close his door.
My dog doesn't like closed doors. I'll close my door and he'll just push it open, make eye contact with me, and then leave.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, I've heard this. I've heard it from multiple accounts. I've heard like very, like the same details, like very similar, if not the exact same details. And I always wondered who it was, who are the people that are getting fucked over, who is the person that got screwed over, this and that and that. And now that I'm like talking to you, it's like, holy shit, it's
my
you.
story is also, but it also could have been, I was going to say you should reach out to Otaku Cabaret, because they were the ones previous before I started working with Fandom. And I didn't know them at the time. I did not know Otaku Cabaret that well at the time. But if you reach out to them, they might tell you their story. I have heard some things kind of similar to my story, that they were pretty much asking for like just to be fed, literally like feed my performers. And even if it's just one show, like Fandom doesn't realize, even if it is one show, yes, you have the show producer kind of doing all the work. The performers themselves too, like they're getting sexually exploited as well. They weren't paid or fed. And yeah, maybe it's like a minimum 6-minute performance, but like we're getting booty butt naked in front of like hundreds of people for that panel. So it's like that's a lot to do. That you're sexually exploiting them. But yeah, Otaku Cabaret, if you reach out to them, they might tell you what they went through, but it's very similar to my story. So you might have also just heard theirs. I don't know.
Farknocker, if you're still listening, can you write that one down for me, please? He watches the show. Sometimes I have to have somebody write stuff down for me.
Mm-hmm.
Or if not, do you know a way to contact them and then forward it to Mexico?
Let me see. They might have a website. They do not have a website yet.
Probably have an Instagram.
They do have an Instagram. That's what I'm looking for right now. I'm gonna.
Because I think I don't know. I was trying to talk to some, like there's a lot of not them per se, but there's a lot of groups that I try to contact to talk about incidents, like why is this con like doing this to you? Do you want to like? I contact groups sometimes, and sometimes they just don't want to come on the show to talk about certain things.
For sure. That's why I didn't say their story. It's similar to mine, but they also have some other stuff that they dealt with. So maybe they might come out. I'm not sure.
No, it's fine.
But also what I'm saying, I'm not like outing them. They did, at the time that it happened, they did come out on their Instagram kind of posting like what had happened. And that was like a while ago, but
no, you're fine. Like that's like the fact that now we can kind of, you're helping us a lot. You're helping us because we are trying to, here's the thing, like, do we always try to ask people questions, ask people this, and sometimes they share information with us that they're like, okay, I'm going to give you this information, but you can't share this.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, fuck.
Oh, fuck, we're live and you just shared.
It's just like, fuck, I can't talk about it. What the fuck am I have to play stupid. I have to pretend like, I have no idea
that this happened. Fuck you're talking about.
And like, look, I get it. I like, and I know, like I said, I've heard many stories, and that's why like we have a lot of people that come on here and that like say shit about the cons, or like we had one person who came on here as a guest and she started like going off on the con and going off on this and that without any context. And it's like, we reported some stuff. Thank you, by the way, for Knocker. We try to like be picky. We try to see both sides of the coin. You know what I mean? We try to like, okay,
for sure.
We take the whole innocent till proven guilty, but we have enough. We've heard enough. We've seen enough. I've witnessed some things. I know for a fact that you are being 100% genuine, that you are telling us like legitimately, this is what happened. This is very much the case. And it's not to be taken lightly. If you're watching the show and you're like, well, you know, I still like the con. I still want to go and have a great time. And because I know I have a lot of friends. I have a couple friends whose main fucking goal is every time they go to a con is just to get fucking late, and that's fucking terrible. That is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it doesn't fucking matter. I don't care.
Wait, did you say lit or laid?
Get laid.
Laid.
I heard lit. I was like, oh.
Get lit.
No, laid. No, well, both. Lit, laid. We're gonna late.
It's okay to get lit, but yeah, if you're going to a con specifically to get laid, then yeah, you're weird.
No, yeah, there's like lit is fine. I get lit. Like,
yeah.
We'll blast the national theme song for all the stoners everywhere because I got high. Like shit, I probably drink more alcohol than a fish drinks water. But here's the thing, like there are a lot of people that like it's. I'm sorry, but it's a lot of gooners, man. It's
for sure.
a lot of dudes that like that just don't know how to behave.
But also haven't been able to interact with the opposite sex and don't know how to.
Well, it's not that they don't know how to at this con because there's a lack of.
Well, yeah,
you've never been to EXPO, but at this fucking con,
I think that's a mix, though. I think it's a mix of gooners, but also even just regular conventions. A lot of us are on the spectrum and are just awkward anyways.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I am.
I think that's.
And
but there is a lot of gooners. Yes.
There are a lot of, and I agree with you. A lot of us are. There's a lot of things that are ailments. Like, you know, I've been more open about it than I have over the years. I was ashamed to admit it as a kid, but I was a special education student. They call it life skills now. But if you ever like talk to me or you text, like if you ever text with me, this goes to everybody. If you ever text with me or talk with me, you'll notice that sometimes I don't know how to speak because English and writing were the two like the things I struggle with the most. That was my special education handicap. Really? That was the thing that I really did struggle with. And like, am I outspoken and loud? Yeah, because I learned how to be like, I learned how to improv and do public speaking, but still there are times where sometimes like something will come out that I didn't think things through, or like, and it's not like something offensive. And I'm not saying I have Tourette's or anything like that, but sometimes like I'll say something and it just comes off as off and I'll have to rephrase it.
It's
like
not I'm the way you meant it and you have to like reprocess almost. Yeah.
Exactly. And like, because of my dyslexia, like sometimes I'll legitimately read words differently. Like you could look at an entire sentence and there's that one word that I see different. Or like there are times whenever I'm typing out a text and like there's whole sentences missing that in my head I typed them out, but they're not there. And being autistic, you know, it does hurt me more. There's like a lot of things that you know, my daughter Zelda, she's autistic, and I don't like bringing up my kid during the show because I don't like people talking about her or bringing her up or attacking me through her, which has happened before.
There goes the door.
But she's autistic.
Sorry.
And no, you're good.
No, it's funny because of the cat, because we all have pets, and we have a dog. I don't know where he's still there. Damn, are you okay? Oh. It's just like we are all like, maybe we're socially awkward, maybe we just struggle a little bit. Sometimes it's just harder to process information, or you know, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong, and I think when some of us admit that we have those kind of issues, it makes it easier for people to be like, look, I also suffer from this, and this. And it kind of helps us to understand fully what kind of people we're being surrounded around. Like, you know, different people have different things going on. But there are some people that do some terrible shit that use autism as a
or use excuse. any mental illness as an excuse.
And I get that. Like the ECCHI EXPO, there were a lot of people that were shy or socially awkward, autistic, that just struggled a little bit to
Yo!
Oh my God.
It.
I lost some weight. I hate all of my pictures before 2023.
Hold on,
I swear to God.
It's on my like personal Facebook.
Okay.
I had to scroll all the way down.
Dang.
Ooh, this did not age well. Yikes.
I'm so sorry.
Dang it. It's the day that changed everything.
Look, we were all young. We were all dumb.
Young and dumb.
Yeah.
But you've grown. You've learned.
I've learned never to do a convention for free ever again. Or not for free, but we'll give you travel and hotel. And it's like, that's still not guaranteed money over the weekend.
Yeah.
Or at least, hey, can I get some of that tip jar?
Yeah.
No, I feel like, look, a lot of things have happened, and like I said, I've apologized.
You don't have to apologize. Yeah,
Well, it's the apologies for you and for everyone that that sees this and that's gone through this. Because look, and you know what? I'm not gonna. I disagree with everybody that said you should have came out sooner. Look, you opened up when you were ready, when you felt the time was right. Sometimes it's not.
Well, and just like what you were saying, so I actually do have it like documented. My autism, I have a processing disorder. I also have CPTSD. I was diagnosed at 16. And so I came out years later because I had to process. I literally I work from home. I work for myself, but I don't get much human interaction. I literally I used to be a social butterfly. I used to get in trouble in class all the time. And these past few years, I isolated. I have been in this apartment. Yes, I'll go to conventions, and that's pretty much it. I'll go to conventions, and that's my only socialization. And I come home. I go to the gym. I go to the grocery store, I see people, I don't hang out with people. I literally pulled back because I have been processing and dealing with everything that they had put me through. Mostly Austin, I'm not gonna lie. Fandom is the one that brought us together and really pushed us to whatever. But I came out years later because I finally processed it. And then the reason I came out was not only for myself, but to hopefully help others not get involved with those people or not get into the same situation that I did. I believe that even if I came out when it happened, no, I did. I came out to people in my personal group, and I had friends that were on my side, but then I had friends that were more friends with them. And it seems like no matter what proof I had, they were always not going to be on my side anyways. Or coming out about the Austin stuff. I legit had a message in my DMs. Ken Konecki would never do that. Oh my God. That's why people don't come out, because of people like you. But anyways, it's it's always situational. You never know, it's hard. Yeah.
No, it really is. And you know what? I don't know if it'll make a difference or not. But we have your back. We got your back.
I was gonna say too. I mean, even now that everything's out, I know you're apologizing and stuff. I want to thank you guys for talking about it. I want to thank you guys for covering the shit, because I feel it's just kind of been slipping by. People have known about it, but no one's actually covered
about it. Yeah.
We will say this. We've talked about this several times, and we're a small channel. We're not massive or anything, and I'm okay with that, because I get $600 from the government anyway every fucking income tax, because we're at a lot. We operate at a loss. And here's the thing: we've talked about it several times, and I knew the first time we talked about these things happening that I was burning this bridge. And I just could, and I thought about it. I debated. I'm like, do I really want to piss Josh off? Because I don't have beef with him. He doesn't have beef with me. And I ran into him. And I'm going to share the story. I'm not going to share the full context, but I ran into him without Megan at Texas Renaissance Festival in the campgrounds in front of SOB, in front of Swing On By, which is a swingers camp. And it's like, oh, well, and we had a whole conversation there and then. I'm like, hey, you're at the swingers camp. And he looked like a deer caught in headlights. Oh, hey, I didn't know you came to this. Yeah, I'm pretty popular at these things, actually.
I'm a regular here.
I'm Mr. Uppies. Nice to meet you for the first time. We've known each other for years, and it's just like things here and there. And I knew once we started talking about this, I'm like, look, he's gonna get fucking mad. The next time I see him, he's gonna be like, what the fuck? Fuck this, fuck that, fuck you. And I was ready to be the same way. Like, look, bro, fuck you too. I was ready to just throw that out there. And like, it's something that like I said, we've talked about it multiple times. We've talked about some of the things that have happened. We've talked about like the people for Wimblum or whatever the fuck it's called, getting fucked out of their money. Yeah. And like he went on a fucking tirade today, like, oh, I'm in debt. I'm in fucking $1,000 in debt. I might have to file for bankruptcy. I owe this money. I owe that money, court costs. And he just went on a fucking tangent in the Discord for ECCHI EXPO, and then he deleted it all. I'm like, did you just say something you weren't supposed to?
Ooh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, and I should have taken fucking screenshots, and
someone probably did.
I'm pretty sure
it'll probably be in Reddit soon. I guarantee it.
I hope so.
And then one of the people commented, like the B or something like that. They're in the Discord. They're like, well, this is really a bad idea because we haven't heard anything about the no confirmations. Nothing. This is poor communication, and this is going to actually tarnish the convention to where it is very unsuccessful. No one's going to show up. You're not going to make any money. You're going to lose money, and everybody else is going to lose money. This is an entire conversation in the Discord. And I'm like, yeah, and I wanted to chime in, but I was just watching it because I was watching Invincible and The Boys to like catch up because we were going to talk about it at some point today. And this all happened, and then sure enough, it all got taken down, like all of it, including the comment calling him out saying, hey, we want some transparency. What's going on with the con? He's like, I am being fucking transparent. No, he didn't say fucking, but I am being more transparent with you guys than I should be.
This is so awesome. This isn't awesome. I feel really bad for the people, like the artists, everyone. But the fact that he did that, I didn't know.
Well, that's so fucking funny.
Dude, fuck him.
As fast as he put it up. Because it's all gone. Because if you go in the Discord and you were showing it earlier before you joined us, like, because we had a late show today. We had a very late show. It's under Q&A under ECCHI EXPO, and it's before you get to the not safe for work stuff. At the very bottom, allow me to donate to the cause. I have a single dollar. I expect to be given sponsor role. Thank you. And then above it, it says original message was deleted. That's where it was like a whole thread of like just them talking back and forth.
And then I lost it because they heart that comment.
Oh yeah, he hearted it because it was obviously a joke. Yeah. But like even the other people commenting, he took down their comments. And I'm like, and we've heard stories of cover-ups. They do cover stuff up, and this is a good example of they're covering it up to where other people are not aware. Like, hey, there's trouble in paradise. There's drama. The fans, they're not all drinking the Kool-Aid. They know something's fucking wrong. And you mentioned the word bankruptcy. Now, not everyone saw that, but I fucking saw it.
And a few saw it.
A few saw it, and whether people believe me or not, there has been rumors that he is financially fucked.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's at this point, it's not rumors. Like, there's that transcript I sent you, and then there's I'm looking for it right now, but there's an email that he sent to all of his staff, not knowing that some of the old staff was also on that list. So then old staff leaked the email.
Yeah, we talked about actually we did that. We covered.
You do know that one?
Yeah,
we covered that on the podcast on the very first, like the first month of the year, because as soon as it came out, we took a screenshot and we covered it. Do we have that? And what was that? It's somewhere in con bullshit. Let me see if I can find it. We have an entire.
It wasn't crazy long ago, not like super recent, but it
was in January.
Yes,
it was like it started the year. It's like, okay, everyone's fucking fired. He didn't say that, but that's what the email implied. Let me see. How do we look up previous fucking Damn it.
There is one on top, I think I found. Maybe, I don't know. Hold on, let me double check. Bullshit.
Oh yeah, we
Usually
even
it's not
talked
that
about it.
bad.
There's a Reddit post about it.
Mm-hmm.
Same Reddit.
I
We
think I
talked-
commented on that Reddit post actually. I think I know the one you're talking about, and I think I have a top comment on there.
Is this it? No, that's Denise. That's fucking Matsuri. Maybe I've scrolled too. Oh, okay, that was the anime bar incident. God damn, there's always so much shit going on. It's hard
When
for
is
us
there
to
not?
like. Yeah, I know. Here it is. I
You
found
find
it.
it?
Yep. From Josh Wilson. That's his last name. I never knew his last name.
Mm-hmm.
Dear team, this is one of the hardest messages I've ever had to write. Due to
Oh, yeah.
severe and ongoing financial constraints, Fandom events cease operating effective January 1st, 2026. This decision was not made lightly, nor without tremendous anguish. I spent many sleepless nights wrestling with this reality, and I want you to know how deeply painful this has been for me. Such I doubt that he had restless nights wrestling with the fact. Uh I want you to know how. Okay, so this is the email that was leaked.
Mm-hmm.
This company existed because of your talents, resilience, and passion. And I pretty much skipped the whole thing. Effective. Okay, let me go back. Effective immediately. No further paychecks will be available moving forward. I know how serious and disruptive this is, and I am truly sorry for the hardship this causes. Please understand that this decision comes from necessity, not choice. I do need time to step back and regroup and restructure. I fully intend to continue creating meaningful fan experiences in the future, but this will be under a different organization structure. Any involvement with convention related work moving forward will be entirely voluntarily until a new organization achieves stable financial footing, something that may not realistically occur until 2027 at the earliest. More than anything, I want you to know that I much care about each and every one of you. I am endlessly grateful for your belief in this vision and for everything you have poured into making it real. This company existed because of your talent, resilience, and passion, and that will never be erased by its closure. I will also ask respectfully that you please allow me the opportunity to share this information publicly before it is discussed outside of this organization. I want to make sure the situation is communicated clearly, accurately, and with the same care and respect that you all deserve. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you gave Fandom events to the community we built together. This decision has weighed heavily on me, and I did not come to it without deep consideration and pain. With profound gratitude and respect, Josh.
Shit. Hey, next question.
Here, I don't know if you have a copy of it, but I sent it to you just in case. Damn.
Shitty way of saying that you fucked up. Next question.
Well, okay, so
Yeah.
supposedly, he was going through a divorce. The divorce got finalized in October, but the fight for all the shit is still going on. They are still financially paying court costs, lawyers, and other stuff. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in, and that's something that we've been talking about since last year. Something that we talked about in the beginning of the year, and it like and I appreciate like because every time we talk about the stuff, we open up more people's perspectives of this con. Now, there are some people that are gonna watch this and be like, man, fuck this, fuck these guys, fuck this dude. I love this
Yeah.
con. I'll die for this con. There's nothing we can do to change that. There are people that will die on that hill that this is the
Mhm.
greatest thing since sliced bread. And you know what? Anyone that talks shit about the con is a hater. Let me see this real quick. Stupid computer. Oh, okay, that was from you, Diamond. I like I said, we are covering this more. We are going to cover it more. We've just been we've been a little silent about it because we were I didn't want to come off as there's two things. There's two ways you can come about it. You can gather enough information to where you can be informative, or you can just repeat on every little thing over and over and over again and come off as petty, which I'm afraid might be the case because we did that one year with Anime Matsuri and it came off as petty. I do hate the fucking convention's guts, but I didn't want to like be like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like, but we made everyone aware, like, hey, don't fuck with this con. Like, look, there's other adult cons that, yeah, they have their issues too, but they're not EXPO issues.
Yeah. I will say, me coming on here is half like getting the info out, but it is half being petty because of what I went through. I love everything that's happening to Josh right now, and I hope it does. Yeah, I hope justice is served in the end, and I hope that karma does her thing.
I think I have I don't think there's an issue with you being petty. Like, what happened to you? And here's the thing, they were like the puppet master. They're like dance puppets, dance. Mm-hmm. They have just as much to do with this as Alex. It might not feel like that, but I feel like they manipulated the situation.
For sure.
And I guarantee it that they knew exactly how he was.
Yeah.
And still pushed you to.
So it's like,
no, again, I'm gonna try and find the email. It was such a long time. It was the very first convention that I did work with them. They're like, hey, someone special like requested you. One of our voice actor guests really wants to see you there. So I was like, yeah, I guess I'll guest. Which I've been a cosplay guest previous to that at like other conventions. I was already running cosplay burlesque shows at other cons and stuff. But yeah, no, they definitely set that up and like pushed for it. And I know, again, I know that I'm not the only case. I do know of other people. Maybe not with other voice actors that they had. Okay, actually, no, there was another voice actor that they were trying to push a cosplayer to. Mm-hmm. With their staff as well. I mentioned earlier, I do know some staff members that are like, hey, there's this really cute cosplay chick here, but she's got a boyfriend. Help me set that up. And they split apart a relationship. Someone confided in me that they split apart their relationship and pretty much like manipulated this girl and like, oh, here's some money. Oh, we'll fly you out to our con. Mind you, she wasn't even a cosplay guest. She didn't work for them. She didn't guest for them. They're like, hey, come just hang out with us. And it was one of the staff member that I guess was just really interested in her, and she ended up leaving her boyfriend, which that's half and half on her thing too. But still trying to, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. It's the power of money.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And like, I look, yeah, that's also partly her fault. But she drank the Kool-Aid. She fell for the trap. She took the bait, however you want to put it. Mm-hmm. It takes two to tango. It's part, yes,
for sure.
It is partly her fault, but at the same time, that's like waving a bag of crack in front of a crackhead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and again, it's not just her case. It's myself. It's the other cosplayer that they were trying to. They're known for that. They're known for just like, oh, pretty girl, here, toss her some money, give her some opportunities, and let her come work with us. They're gonna use you as much as possible, and then once it starts slowing down, or they're not getting what they want out of you, or you start asking for pay, that's when they cut you off, or you upset maybe one of their other money bringers, their other voice actors, and then they drop you. So it's yeah. Yeah,
and God forbid you ask for anything like equal or fair, like, hey, could you throw a hot dog my way or something like that?
Can I get some ketchup with this, please?
Yeah. Fuck. God damn. And that's what breaks my heart. Because I've volunteered for cons. I've been a staff for a couple cons. I've been treated like shit. Mm-hmm. I've worked with Anime Matsuri where they treated the volunteers like shit. I worked for other cons where some of the staff members were like legit creeps.
Yes. Which is fine. So there is one convention that I will do for free. I do not care if they pay me or not, because so it's called DokuCon. It's another 18 plus convention up in Denver. They have a small budget. It's a smaller convention. I only do it for free because it genuinely is for the fans. Like, everyone's super chill there. They're not exploiting their cosplay guests. They're not, like, I don't feel anything malicious or like ill intent. They take care of me every single time. So I'm like, yeah, I'll do it for free. I love coming here. Versus ECCHI Expo, where I knew they had the money. And then especially finding out that, yeah, they were paying one cosplayer $5,000 each weekend that she came to guest. But you couldn't, I don't know. If you actually treated me the way I should have been treated, like putting in all that work for the shows, if you would have just given me $300 for the weekend, I would have been more motivated. I would have been like, yeah, let me keep putting work into these shows. Like, you're going to have better quality instead of like just using, tossing, dumping, and then just bringing in the next person. Because then, yeah, now you have all this bullshit on you. Now you have all these rumors and people that are upset, when you literally just could have put the time and money and love into it, and then you could have created this nice space. But instead, you had to backstab and use people, and yeah.
No, I agree. You weren't asking for a lot. You did ask for something, and it wasn't a whole lot. It wasn't like you were trying to break the bank. It wasn't outrageous. It wasn't like you were gonna hold, like, you weren't being a diva, is what I guess.
You weren't asking for a lot that didn't seem reasonable for what you were providing.
I just wanted to go home and buy groceries. That's all I wanted.
Exactly.
Like a couple Lunchables. But like, no, I get it. And it tracks, because there's a lot of people that pour their heart and their soul. They don't understand these conventions don't run without the volunteers. They don't run without the panelists. They don't run without the people doing shit backstage. The coordinators, the event host, the bookers, like we say in professional wrestling, the panelists, the volunteers. It's not just the staff and the con chair. It's like when you go to an orchestra, you got like the guy that
is the conductor.
The conductor, thank you. The conductor's there and he kind of directs everybody, but without everybody else to be there, the talent, everyone, you don't have a show. You don't, and you need to treat people better. You need to, like, hey, like, could you help me out a little bit? You're paying this person $5,000, but you can't pay someone else that's busting their ass for the con $100.
You just reminded me. So I do acting, I do live theater, and there's this theater that I recently just cut off. The director, oh gosh, what did he say? We were doing Death Note the musical, and this was right before we opened, and he sat down. He's like, I don't care. I know this, for a lot of you, this is your first show ever. I don't care if you're a lead role. If you were to audition at another theater, you would get ensemble. And it's like, one, what a slap to the face to all the ensemble people here. Two, what if I like ensemble? Three, if you didn't have ensemble, you wouldn't have a show. So like, even just the one person, maybe you don't have any lines, but the fact that that one ensemble member is there to pick up a chair and bring it off stage, that one chair pickup could like literally like kill the whole number. If that chair isn't removed, someone could trip, someone could do whatever. So even just that one tiny person, that one volunteer that you booked for your con that fucked everything up for you, or because I don't know, just the little things, even that small I don't know.
No, it makes sense, because you actually reminded me of this old saying. It was in Tokyo. It was in the Fast and the Furious, the Tokyo Drift. Now I don't remember it word for word, but he's like, it was about a message. Like they were trying to like, oh, it wasn't a big deal. Like this whole so-and-so wasn't, but like even the smallest things matter. Like what if what if you had a message you needed to deliver and there was a single nail missing to the shoe of the horse, and what if the shoe came off and then the horse could no longer run, and because the horse could no longer run, the messenger could not deliver the message, and without the message, what if they didn't get the information they needed? And what if without that information they lost the battle? And when they lose that battle, what if they caused them to lose the war? It's like every little thing is important. People don't realize it's a whale. These things are a well-oiled machine. Even with WWE, the camera guys, the guys that set up the ring, that set up the mats, the truck drivers, and in anime conventions, the people that do the panels, the people that host the shows, the volunteers, the people
photographers you bring in, the media people that you want to represent your con, and the people you associate with. Yeah, it could all.
Yeah, the tech guys. Without them, there's no audio, there's no visuals. You don't have panels, you don't have a burlesque show, you don't have a main events, you don't have a dance, you don't have a concert. It's a machine, and when one cog stops working, the whole machine could collapse. And that's what I think a lot of that's what I think Josh fails to realize. Like, you can't screw people over, you can't use people. Like, you send off the wrong, and people talk like, okay, well, it happened to this one person, they're not going to talk. No, they will talk, and they will share that info, and their friends will talk, and their friends will talk.
Absolutely.
And
even if it doesn't happen in that moment, it'll come out eventually.
Yep.
It's terrible that, we've heard so many stories as people tried to turn a blind eye. We were conflicted because, like, we didn't have the proof just yet, and then when we decided to just, all right, we're gonna start running with it, that's when people started coming forward, like yourself. You saw the show, you came forward, you shared with us, and like, we appreciate that so much, because for one, we didn't have a lot today. Like, today we were supposed to interview Otaku Odyssey. I fucked up the email. I thought I sent it at 3:00 in the afternoon. Turns out it was as a draft. So we had to reschedule for Monday. We were just like, fuck, we don't have a show. We were already 45 minutes late, 50 minutes late. Let's talk about what happened in the Discord for Fandom. And I'm going to call him Fandom because nobody fucking knows what Lion and Crown is. like, Jesus Christ, did you ask ChatGPT, quick, I need a name, stat, right now?
I mean, I'm going to think, I think he's still in here, Oshio. Oshio is the reason why I even knew you guys were live. He literally Snapchatted me. It was like, where people are talking, which is funny because, again, like, I got sent that that little transcript that I just sent you. I was sent that earlier today, and then an hour ago, Oshio was like, "Hey, look at this." So that's when I popped in. So Oshio's to thank. But
thank you, Oshio. We appreciate it. And I kind of put two and two together because you came off of Twitch, and Oshio's on Twitch, and our YouTube audience is a tad bit larger because it's easier to access. No, but like, it happens. We talk about certain things, and like, there are stories like we'll share, for instance, with you that we've talked about the bad shit that's happened at Comic Palooza, and as soon as we talked about all the bad shit that happened there, suddenly they no longer want me there as a panelist. Somebody got sexually assaulted in one of the bathrooms.
Oh.
And it was like an underage girl. And we had the victim come on the show and talk about it. They were willing to come on the show and talk about this. This happened a couple of years ago, and it was really rough. It was so fucking.
So much stuff happened.
And this is before Diamond. I think this is when Diamond was just coming on part time.
Yeah.
It just to hear this different people come on the show and talk about the different things that happened at I think this all stemmed from something that happened at WeaveCon.
Yep.
3 years ago. And it kind of dominoed with this guy. And we've talked about EXPO, but and the reason why I appreciate you so much is because a lot of people don't want to come and talk about EXPO because, one, they're afraid that it's going to ruin their relationship with the con. They don't give a fuck and still want to support the con because they can go and do adult shit. And,
with that, I think that I'm okay with it because at this point, everything that has come out, everyone has similar stories. Everyone has dealt with pretty much the exact same thing. So at this point, if you're still writing for ECCHI, that's fine. I don't care if you cut me off. You know, I don't want those connections anyways. For me, and I know this is again separate, but it's still kind of like it ties in with all that. The whole Austin situation. I knew that I'm probably never going to dub for Crunchyroll because of that, unfortunately. And I came to terms with that, and I was like, dude, honestly, I don't even give a fuck. I like stage acting way better than voice acting anyways. I still have an outlet for voice acting too. Like I do like hentais and stuff, which whatever. But I knew that I probably wasn't going to get those opportunities. And at the end of the day, it's like, well, this happened. And the fact that this group or this company is even defending them, I don't even care at this point. Like I don't know. That says more about them than like the person that did the shit, you know, the fact that yeah. So
no, I mean, you know,
I don't care if I get connections cut off. They were always against me anyways, you know?
Yeah, no, fuck Crunchyroll. I will tell you this: there's still a lot of people that work. There's a lot of voice talent that still work for Crunchyroll. They don't make shit.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Oh, I know that. I mean, there's. Ooh, I know a lot about Crunchy. So even outside of the Austin stuff, I don't think I'd want to. I was on their roster for a little bit, and then I stopped doing auditions. So
I know that the voice for Gagio and Fairy Tail, he's done. He was done.
Well, we didn't have, so we don't really have Crunchy. Well, we didn't before. We didn't have Crunchyroll in Mexico. So when I auditioned to do some stuff in Dragon Ball Super, I almost got it, but it's just too much traveling. So, I mean, there's lots of things. Now Crunchyroll is like, it's not the only anime dub, but they're considered the biggest and they don't pay shit. It's like, I don't
think any voice over company does. Even Bang Zoom. So there's Crunchyroll that's here in Texas. Bang Zoom is LA. Bang Zoom does like JoJo's, Demon Slayer, like all the Netflix one mostly. But even they don't really pay shit. My deal with Crunchy though is
there's a lot of recent shit that people are already pissed about. So
I have knowledge to where I know people who got a role because they're drug dealers and they're the drug dealers of Crunchy. I know people that got a role because they fucked the director, which that can happen anywhere. That happens at other jobs. That can happen all over the place.
That happens in Hollywood at this point.
Right, all the time. But it's like, I don't know. It's just, yeah. I won't do dubs for them. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
Oh, trust me, I get it. Like you're definitely more welcome to vent with Geeks 5 ever, because we've heard so many stories. We've heard it all. We've I know a certain voice actor who was constantly trying to fuck one of my friends who was like, we were dating at the time. He was constantly hitting her up. I was like, can you tell him to stop being a creep?
I think that's a thing with like now anime being popular too. So a lot of these voice actors, you know, they did have to have second jobs. And now with anime being so popular, they make majority of the money at conventions. They can make like $20,000 over a weekend. $20,000. And I don't know. I think, yeah, anime becoming popular, not only did it change the fandom itself and the cosplayers and the clout chasers, voice actors too. They have just heads grown 10 times and they just think that they can pick up any cosplay girl. The amount of actors and voice actors that I have like dealt with and just, oh my God. It's definitely changed like my outlook on the industry for sure. And the whole like don't meet your heroes thing, you know. At this point, my favorite characters, if there's someone that voices them, I don't want to talk to them. I'm gonna go to their booth, I'm gonna get my signature, thank you very much, and I leave. I don't want to get to know you. I don't want to ruin it because I've already like, once you get to know them and then you find out like some of these people are fucking weirdos. They're so weird.
I will say I 100% agree with you with the don't meet your heroes. I met Sean Schammel. He was an asshole to me.
So when we first got when I got introduced to the group and stuff, I was telling him, I was like, yeah, A lot of people do not like him.
I have never met him one-on-one, but I did know one of his handlers, and I have heard that he is a princess. Anytime he gets booked at a con, he has to have fresh, like a specific kind of bed sheet. So they have to go into his hotel room, change out the hotel room bed sheets for bed sheets that they just bought at Target, which they buy every single time. And then they just toss it out. They just toss out those bed sheets for the weekend that they just bought for him. He has to have like a certain tea in the morning ready at his door before he goes to the convention. Like all these little prep work. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard he's very much princess.
Sounds like Vic.
Yeah.
Sounds like Vic. I've worked with Vic. Fucking Vic. Sounds like there's another person who's just as toxic, who's pretty famous. He goes by the name of Voltaire. He created a lot of the songs for the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. He created a lot of songs for Cartoon Network shows.
Wait, like goth dude?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, he. Did you ever play Adventure Quest Worlds? Or Adventure Quest?
No.
Adventure Quest Worlds, kind of like a 2D RuneScape, like side scroller RuneScape. And every Halloween, he had a character in that, and he would do concerts. Yes. Interesting. Sorry. That was
no, you're fine.
That was like off, but yeah, what the fuck?
He was a guest for a convention, not saying the convention, but
I didn't know he guested at cons.
He was they had to buy him he wanted to drink in the car in Texas on the way to the convention, and they kept telling him no. Like, you can't do that. Can't do that. It's illegal here. And he started bitching and complaining because he wanted to, like, I'm in the back seat. What's the fucking problem? Like, dude, you can't have open alcoholic containers in the vehicle because it's like you can get us in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
And he complained, and then he did a concert at the con. I went in there. I started waltzing. He was dead. It looked like a middle school dance. Everybody's standing against the wall. I grab a chair and I start dancing with him in the middle of the dance floor. And then I'm just trolling. And then he makes like a dirty Mexican about me, and then I confronted him in the con. Like I confronted him, and I'm like, "Did you say this about me?" He's like, yeah. What's the problem, man? It's comedy. It's funny." I'm like, "Hey, why don't we go outside and talk about this? Okay? What's the fucking problem?" And then his fan girl started getting. He already said it. What's the problem? I'm like, "Listen, bitch. I said some stuff that I probably shouldn't have said." But he made that racist comment, and I'm like, listen, dude, you're lucky I don't kick the shit out of you. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna walk away. I have to do a review of the con, and trust me, I'm gonna talk about you a lot. And I talked so much shit about him not giving a fuck. Because he said something about me that came off as racial. It was like a bit of a slur, and I just like, dude, I did not like that. Just because we're both Hispanic doesn't mean you get to say that shit.
And instead of acknowledging what he said and being like, "Oh, hey, I'm really sorry this offended you. This is not how I meant it." The fact that you would just,
he was just like, "What's the problem? What's the problem? It's a joke."
Yeah.
I'm like, "And who the fuck are you?" I even asked him, like, I'm like, they had to tell me like, "Oh, he makes the songs for the Cartoon Network shows," and I was just like, "I don't give a fuck."
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, just have some respect for other fucking humans.
Right, and that's just like the vibe. That's not every guest at a con, but
not at all, but a lot of them. Personally, I can tell you I never watched Power Rangers. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a Power Ranger fan, but I know a lot of Power Rangers because of guesting at cons. Any Power Ranger, mostly the men, any male Power Ranger that has not gone to do anything after Power Rangers, and maybe they just have like a karate class inside a mall, those are the assholes. They're always the fucking worst. Is the Power Rangers that are just Power Rangers and they ride off of that. Those are the worst ones that I've met, but there's plenty of other assholes too. Those just happen to be the worst.
It's funny because we talk about Power Rangers a lot. Because I've met a few of them. I've actually gotten drunk with Johnny and when he had his band Eye Shine back in the day.
Okay, I don't know Johnny. I think
he did Ichigo in Bleach. And,
he's Jonathan and JoJo's, and he's one of the ones that I got the signature. I won't talk to him. I don't want to get to know him. I'm gonna keep him at a distance.
I met what about JDF? Did you meet JDF while he was still alive?
I did not. I know. I'm friends with Walter Jones.
Mhm.
He's super chill. He'll actually be here in Dallas this weekend for NostalgiaCon. He's chill. I have Steve Cardenas blocked on all social media. Yeah.
Okay, I've never met Steve.
He's one of the red. Don't meet him. He sucks. Which I think he'll be there this weekend too. So when Walter reached
red?
out, yeah, he's either the first or the second red. Austin, I think Austin's the first one. Austin St. something.
Austin St. John is the first.
A lot of people hate that man.
He was chill with me, I think, just because I'm a hot girl cosplayer at the con, whatever. But I have heard some stuff about him. Yes.
He's had a lot of issues in general.
I think he just went to jail. Like a couple
he
of
actually,
years, like
they came to a settlement.
Oh, okay, yeah, something like that. I don't remember.
They were gonna take him to jail, but like they came to like a.
Yeah.
It was like a case. It was one of those cases where they had a lot of people involved and all kinds of shit going on, and it was interesting to see. But like I've met Austin St. John. I really liked him. Despite the legal issues, which I don't know. I'm not going to defend him on the show, but I'll defend him, but I'm just not going to do that today. I met JDF. JDF kind of reminds me of me. Unfortunately, JDF did take his own life because of mental health issues.
Mm-hmm.
And we've talked about that a lot on the podcast. And which actually brings us to another point, and the reason why like we offer this platform for people to come in if they're willing to come on and talk about like these things and to share and to vent, because it's not all it's yes, you want to be informative, but it gives you like there's a weight on you that some people have that weight that where it just kind of comes off once they've put it out there and like
finally able to say it in public without
it's not just saying it in public. It's like where you have a platform where like you say something like, hey, I'm like this happened to me, or this, like, and people are accepting or they're understanding and they're here to help you rather than like, well, they wouldn't do that, or you're making shit up, or you're so full of crap, and we don't tolerate that crap in our Discord. Like that's why like we like whatever you need to vent or share or anything like that, like our Discord to you is open. Like we've had issues with people in the past, mostly the box of props guy, which you don't know anything about him, which I thought, so that's how I thought I first knew you before you came on the show. Or like, because this dude has bragged about a Peach cosplayer and them doing stuff, and it was all like, long story short, he's always bragging about.
Do I know this person? Do they still go by that?
They go by box of props, or I'll text you their real name. But they were they were accusing him of being a groomer. I think I spelled that.
I don't think I know this guy. Doesn't sound familiar.
There's some cosplayers that go by. Well, no, here's so because you're Peachy, there's another.
I would say there's a lot of Peaches,
There's a lot. There were like Peach cosplayers that go by Peachy that he's claimed to like had sex with, and it turns out like it's not true, or like.
Oh, I mean, that I'm not gonna lie, that happens with like pretty much every fucking cosplay girl that I know. I've heard of dudes that have claimed that they have sex with me, and I'm like, I don't even know who that person is. That's crazy. So yeah, it's unfortunately not uncommon.
But I don't understand why though. Like,
I don't know. Yeah, what does that do for you? Like, what? I don't know. Yeah.
It's to me, it's like she's not a prize. She's not a possession. What is she, like a fucking mountain that you climb? Like, bro, relax. It's not. Oh, hey, see that girl? I slept with her. Okay, and good for you. The fuck
here's
do
your
I care?
Trophy. Here's your like. What do you want from me? Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm eating.
+5 ret points. I don't know.
Do you want a gold star?
Do you want a cookie for getting laid? I mean,
yeah.
It's like good for you. I'm not like the kind. I'm not the kiss and tell type. It's like,
And
Mhm.
also,
hey, did
why are
y'all
you telling me this?
did y'all hook up? I'm like, why are you asking? Like you like people like, hey, did
Mhm.
you hook up with this person? That's none of your business. Like,
That's private
no, as far as
information.
you're
Mhm.
concerned, no, it's that didn't happen. But like, no, I'm more private. Like my shit, I like to keep it private. Like I don't want like my shit out there, especially because like
Right.
I don't know, it's weird. That's why like, and then I realized, and then you said we met at the first at EXPO, and I was like, oh shit, you're right. Holy fuck, I do remember that now briefly.
I
It's been
wasn't
so many
guesting. I
years.
was literally just a walk around. Like I was there to help an artist, but even he was like, "Yeah, just go do whatever you want." Like I was supposed to be there helping his booth, and I just hung out. Honestly, yeah. I
I
don't even
feel
remember the
like
cosplays I had.
Because that was you did an MJ cosplay.
It was
yeah,
MJ. I had a Jotaro from JoJo's, Felicia. Oh, I was in the burlesque show. I don't know if you saw the burlesque show. If you were in that
uh,
room for that, it was miserable. It was right before
I
the fucking. That's why it was the rave was late because the burlesque show was before that. The burlesque show, the way it was supposed to be set up, and this is how most of them are. You have two rows, or you at least have some row in the middle to like interact with the audience. There was
Mhm.
no row. The entire we couldn't even see the seats. As soon as I got on stage, like as soon as I entered that room, just a hot fucking just
Steam.
hit with heat,
Yeah.
like smells, heat, sweat, whatever. And I get on stage, and it was the same room as the rave. No,
No platform.
there was a platform like stage, but it didn't even matter because all the people who didn't get seats had filled up the middle aisle and had also
Ooh.
been around the stage. So
Mhm.
that was also like a fire safety thing. There's supposed to be like an exit route, and if there was an emergency, I think some people would have been trampled for sure.
I
But
mean, there was an exit plan. They had a full strategy in case of fire. Josh gets out first, and good luck
oh
everybody
yeah,
else.
yeah.
No, I mean I remember that. I don't remember the burlesque. To be honest with you, I have only ever been to one burlesque show in my entire life, and it was at the Texas Renaissance Festival.
Mm,
And so it wasn't like an actual. It
Burlesque.
was, but
yeah.
I I am I have this thing to where I don't like going to other people's like events and panels. I do now. I do that more. Uh, like because I get overstimulated whenever I host panels. I have never admitted this out loud, but I do occasionally get overstimulated.
Mhm.
So like as soon as I finish a panel, I will like go straight for my room and
Yeah.
sit there for an hour. And it happens a lot, and that's kind of the reasons why like after a panel, people will see me like, hey, like, I was like, yeah, thanks for coming. Great, great, great. I'm gonna go to my
Mhm.
room and I'm gonna like relax for a bit. I'm just gonna get out of this crowd and just not be here. And I remember like the con was fun to me, but it wasn't really the con itself that was fun. It was like the people that I met and became friends with that
For
made it fun.
sure. Yeah.
And I remember you when you showed us that picture because I was talking about your MJ cosplay for like at least Sunday. I remember talking about it because I was like, because you were like one, if not the only MJ I saw there, and it was like spot on. And I'm like I'm a big comic book fan. I'm a big cosplayer fan. And I really like because like that version of MJ, I've
Mhm.
only ever seen pictures of. I've never seen someone
Actually,
do it in person.
cosplay as that.
So that like
Yeah.
that was a big highlight for me. That was great. It's funny that that was so long ago though.
Yeah. It's weird. It's weird to look
That
back.
was
5 years ago?
20,
6? 5.
2021. That's 5 years ago.
Jesus.
And I've only ever been to 3 EXPOs, and after that I was like, this place
This
is
place sucks.
mediocre. This place sucks.
Yeah. But I think the benefit of ECCHI is that other 18 plus cons have come out since ECCHI's kind of been taking a downfall, and seems like they've been a bit better. I don't know.
So I will say this: we did talk about creators after dark.
Mhm.
Like we don't personally have too many complaints about the con. I just wish that
The room
so I don't
parties.
know your opinions on creators after dark are, but they had some room parties where one of the room parties got so rowdy they were throwing alcoholic bottles off the balcony
On the
from the
top
room
floor.
party.
I was there at that
Yeah.
party.
Really? Wow.
I wasn't throwing them. I wasn't throwing the
No,
bottles.
no, 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 no. We're not like wow. No, no. Because we were trying to find. Okay, okay, okay.
I was
So,
at that party.
so we're not okay. We're not mad at you. We're just upset that
I don't know the people who hosted it, but it was kind of
I was
it was
just
it
gonna
was
ask
it was
you if
kind
you
of a
knew who
weird
it
group.
was.
Mhm.
It was kind of a weird group. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I went to that room party because okay, when I go to conventions, I go solo. I
Mhm.
don't go with a group of friends. It's just because I know so many people there that I know I'm gonna be hanging out with
Bump 'em.
someone, you
Yeah.
know. So I'll hang out with one group. I'll see another group. I'm like, oh, I'll see you guys later. I haven't seen these guys in a minute since the last con. I'll hang out with them, whatever. Sometimes people just tell me room numbers. People just tell me room numbers, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll just show up, whatever. And I do sometimes use my following in that instance. I'm not gonna lie, because then people are like, "Oh, that's Peachy Sweet, like yeah, let her in, let her." I'm like, yes, yes. I'll bring my other friends. But anyways, yeah, I heard someone. I was like, wait, or no, yeah, I heard someone talking about it. I'm in the elevator and I'm like talking to this guy that I saw, and I'm like, what room are you going to? He said the number. I was like, oh, that's where we're going to. We weren't. I just followed him to the room number. And we show up, and I remember being in that room the previous night, and there was like a huge party going on. And then when we came this time, so it was Saturday night, right before it like really kicked off. We walk in, and it was just these dudes. It was just the dudes that owned the room. There was maybe like 5 of them, and then like no, there was like six dudes, and then one other girl.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh.
This is not a
Hey.
room.
And I'm kind of chilling, and I'm like, so is there gonna be like another party tonight? And they're like, yeah, that's what we're trying to do. So I'm like, do you want me to get people for you? And they're like, can you? And I was like, how many people do you want? Because I can like message people, or I can just post it to my story. They're like, yeah, get as many people. So I posted to my story, hey, everyone show up to this room. People slowly started trickling in, the music started going, and then yeah, I was there. I didn't know people were throwing bottles because I was inside mostly. I wasn't on the patio. But we were there when they knocked on the door and pretty much kicked everyone out. And then it started up later anyways. But before people started showing up, they wanted to like get some photos with me, which I thought was fine.
Mhm. To a certain extent.
To a certain extent. I was like, okay, well here's a photo op that I want to do because I think it would be funny. And they were all dressed as Hooters dudes. So I thought it would be funny to do the couch meme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, well, we want a photo too. Can you like lay on us? And I was like, okay, sure. And you can see the wind up. One of them went to like, it's not like focusing, but one of them went to like smack my ass, and they did. And then the girl that was in there, I didn't know who she was. I'm bisexual. I love women, whatever. But if I don't know you, I don't know you. I don't care if you're another girl. If I don't know you, like consent, you know?
Yes.
And they're like, oh, you get in the photo too. And I guess she was like a girlfriend of one of the dudes there. So she sits on the other side. I'm wearing a collar. And this chick grabs my collar and like yanks me and like chokes me in. And she like grabs my arm, and I'm like,
oh,
whoa.
okay.
And I didn't say anything in the moment because I don't know any of these people, you know? I had one friend that I knew there, and he was the one taking the photos on the phone. I don't have any photos. I think he stopped when that girl came in because he knew that it was weird. So he didn't take any. She's not in any of these photos, but it was just like, yeah, yikes.
People
weird
get
situation.
too comfortable.
A little too comfy. Those guys, I don't know what group they were with. Yeah, they were pretty weird though. Pretty weird.
I think
Well-
a part of me just threw up a little bit in my mouth, but
No, I mean it's Look, we throw a big old party for Delta every year, and we had a shit ton of people one year. And as the attendance went down, like the attendance for the party went down. One of the things that so our party turns a lot of people away because we ID at the door,
Mm.
and we even have wristbands. Like we told people, all right, people.
That's kind of gross that it turns them away. Honestly, I kind of would prefer that.
I'm like, all right, because like a big old group of people walk in. All right, hey, what's up? Hey, man, we heard there's a party. Yep. Let me. All right, whip out them IDs. Whip out them IDs. Let's see
I like
some
that.
IDs.
I appreciate that a lot. Actually, that's nice.
Wait, what's the problem? I'm like, IDs. I don't have it. We'll get the fuck out. And then like because we have an open communication with the hotel, like the staff of the con, like, hey man, like our doors open, always open. You can just walk in.
Mm-hmm.
So the staff, we tell like they know exactly where we
goodness.
are. So if they hear anything or catch anything or see anything wrong, they can just walk in.
Mm-hmm.
So we have that open door policy, and because we have such an open door policy, it's like, okay, if you're not a part of the crew, you got to show us some ID. Yeah. There's no exceptions. Like, you know, unless you look like Father Time or Santa Claus, then I need to see some fucking ID. And because I went into one room party and like there were a lot, like they looked really young people in there, like 19-year-olds, and I'm like, I can't do that.
Mm-mm.
I can't be, I don't even, those are kids. I don't want to be around kids.
Mm-hmm.
I already feel weird around 21-year-olds. So like we have like, we always threw that big ass party for Delta, and we do it as part of the con, and we do it for the con. Like we have thrown parties before, and I am not like okay, if it has like a few people, it's fine. Like, you know, as long as everybody's safe, has fun. And we also offer, since we have a suite, we tell people, okay, you can leave your shit here. If we know you, you can leave your stuff in the room. If you need a shower, use the restroom. Mm-hmm. You just need to hang out. We even buy, like, one year I bought $300 worth of McDonald's and fed everybody.
Damn.
So like those are the kind of things we like to do. But as far as like Creators After Dark, it might have not been that party. I don't know if you actually saw it happen or not.
Those guys, because I think it happened Friday night that the bottles were being thrown.
Yes.
Because then Saturday, before everyone showed up, they were mentioning that. They're like, yeah, we got like told off that we were throwing bottles, but we were throwing bottles, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know.
So like apparently one of the bottles, they were throwing bottles off the balcony while people were outside in that area where the balcony led to, and it almost hit somebody.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And so like the issue was that because, okay, so the one thing when we talk about conventions and we review the cons, we're like, okay, room parties, shit like that, we will never like review the cons on because they have
right. That's not on the convention.
But once it spills out into the convention floor, like the convention should have like cut it off and kicked them out. Like I kind of like got on the kind of like, hey, y'all should. And like, were you a guest this year by any chance?
I was not. I was a guest the two previous. Here's the thing. I was a guest the two previous years, Kimochi and Waifu Expo. Waifu Expo, they kind of messed up my room situation and my table situation. So I was just a walk around guest, but I still had access to like all the background, like the green room. I still performed, got to go on stage, go dancing, whatever. Kimochi, I did have a booth the whole time. And then this year for Creators After Dark, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to apply just so one, I can have fun. And two, I want to give other people a chance to guest. They ended up booking the same people to guest that year. So I was like, oh, I definitely could have, but whatever. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed it though. My thing with what you just said, I don't know. I feel like the convention once, I don't know, for the room party, I don't think that's on the convention.
I don't either, but I feel like they should have stepped in a little bit once they caught wind of it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a hard one.
The only reason why I say that because if the bottles had hit somebody outside.
No, for sure. Yeah.
then the con and the hotel would have been in like deep shit.
Yeah.
Because even if they're not responsible, that's not how the public eye is going to see it.
No, that's fair. That's a good
Because
point.
when I gave them shit for it, it's not because I want to. I'm trying to see it from the public perspective. Like I can see it from like they have. Yeah, we can see it differently because we're dissecting it. We're trying to be impartial. We're trying to be neutral. But when you have the general public's perspective of things, it's always like, oh yeah, this is your fault, blah blah. Even if you weren't even in the room, if your name was carved into the wall, you're somehow involved.
That's fair.
And that's the only reason why we give them shit. Other than that, I mean, overall, I don't have any issues with them. I don't have any beef with them. It was their first year. We would like to work with them in the future. So the one thing that we do is we do karaoke, and we do karaoke for a lot of conventions now. Which, for instance, like, are you going to go to San Japan this year?
I don't know. Maybe. I only do conventions that I'm either booked at or sponsored.
We can sponsor a badge.
Yeah.
I don't know if you live close to San Antonio.
I know people that are located there.
Okay. If you can go, we'll get the group together and throw a badge your way. We just want you to come sing a karaoke, like one song. That's it.
I love karaoke. I actually really wanted to do karaoke at Creators After Dark, but it was at midnight. I was like, man.
I'm gonna talk to him and say, like, hey, let me run your karaoke. We ran karaoke at San Japan from 3 in the afternoon until 6 in the morning.
I think that's the way it should be because there's and did you go to the one at Creators After Dark?
Mm-mm.
It said karaoke and contest, not karaoke contest. It said karaoke and contest. So I wasn't sure if that meant maybe you could just sign up and be like, hey, I'm not competing. I just want to sing. I don't know. But that also kind of intimidated me. I just wanted to sing. I didn't want to be a part of a competition or like,
No, we if we do karaoke, so we call ours super adult karaoke because we do more than karaoke. Like we have recently we've been playing like, okay, hey, instead of singing a song, we're gonna have everybody come to the stage and dance the cha-cha slide or the Cupid shuffle or the wobble. Our Chad will come on the stage and perform his saxophone. He did perform at Creators After Dark. He was jazz at the con. So he'll come during karaoke and perform a little mini concert. And we do community songs where everyone can rush on the stage and sing like that particular song together.
Hell yeah. Okay.
So we tried to like make it much different because at karaoke for San Japan, we had 400 signups and we were averaging 10 an hour.
Right. Yeah. You can only get so many people up there.
So we do the community songs as a way to get everyone to sing. And then we even do like the Latino one. Like, okay, not one person has sang a fucking Spanish song. So we're going to do Selena and then everybody that speaks Spanish. And it's so, and like, we were up until 6 running karaoke. People were drinking, people were hanging out, people were having a great time. It was insane. It was fun. People were safe. We made sure everybody was okay. Nobody was, if you got shoe messed up, we weren't gonna just let you like walk off on your own either. Your friends, the people that we saw you coming with, they either got your back or we're gonna get the staff involved. Like to make sure you get back safe. Like no one's gonna sleep on the sidewalk this weekend.
And no one's gonna not go with someone that they weren't supposed to go with.
Right. You know, we try to be safe and try to take care of everybody.
I like that.
We do what we're gonna go ahead and wrap up. We would like for you to come on the show again in the future if you're willing to. It's something we could talk about more. Definitely talk more about a little bit more prepared, a little bit more in depth, like get a few more people so we can all share our experiences with about ECCHI, about fandom. But also I just want to like bring you on the show just to talk about like you and your stuff and like something that's not in a negative light.
No, for sure.
Because we are doing the I haven't set up a date yet, but we are doing the Queens of Cosplay, and I think you would be perfect for that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just let me know. Give me more details. I was gonna say too, if you do want to have another episode where we do talk further about the fandom stuff, I actually have 2 people in mind that I can contact as well that might be down to also come on. That also worked with fandom for a handful of years. Also, they're both cosplayers, so cosplay guests. That they've been wanting to say their piece for a minute too. Oh, that's another piece of information. Any of the cosplay guests that they booked, they made us sign a contract pretty much saying that we wouldn't talk shit about fandom
an
for a
NDA.
certain amount of years. Yeah. Which conventions usually don't. I've never had a convention be like, hey, don't talk shit about us after this con.
We need to sign you this
even if you
NDA.
have a negative experience, you cannot talk shit about us. So they have not been able to speak out. But
That makes sense.
I think that we've been looking into it, and with all this stuff, it might be nullified. The NDA might be nullified. I'm not sure. Or if it's not nullified, I think at this point the 2 years might be over. So, but I will give you their contact as well.
We have a staff
Okay,
member.
yeah. As soon as we can get them, if we can get them on the show and we can all agree on a date, like we can do it as soon as everyone's good to go. Wait, what? Yes. Are you in our Discord?
Me? Who?
No,
the
the
staff
comment.
member, the one that's in the chat.
Let me know.
Oh, since it's not a company, it is null and void.
Oh wait, Sai. Yes. Yeah, get him on. I do know Sai. I met him. Yeah. Sai. Yeah. He's got info as well. Yes.
Discord time.
I can vouch. I can vouch for Sai. Yes.
Have we met? Sai? I don't know. Hey, do you have us on Discord? Are you part of our Discord? Do I need to send my Discord to you? Or do you have Discord? Maybe. How can we communicate? I don't want to end the show and not find a way for us to
get your information.
Yeah, because there's a delay. Yeah, there's so much we haven't talked about. There's so much that we haven't gone over. There's just so much. There's only certain things that I've experienced from the con that you have different experiences with, that other people have different experiences, and that it's just so crazy that it's all yep. Wait. Oh, yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. We've talked. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're good. Me and you've been talking for a while. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna make this happen. This is good. We're gonna make this work.
Part 2.
This is gonna be really soon too, by the way.
Here we go.
Gotta get through our convention season. We got a lot. We might have Otaku Odyssey. We got Comic Palooza. We got John Cena. Space Con, Delta, Colossal. I got to do fucking San Japan. I have 14 or 15 more conventions this year alone that I'm either attending or fucking doing something for them. And it's fucking crazy. We've never been this busy before. And yeah, bro, I got you. We got this. We're going to make this work. We're going to talk. Peachy's in. We're going to get Peachy. We'll even find a way to compensate y'all, maybe some Raising Canes or a coupon for Raising Canes or something.
You don't need to do that. Again, no, like I said earlier, I just appreciate you guys even bringing it to light and helping kind of organize and get all the pieces together and letting me come on and say my piece too.
Yeah, no,
absolutely.
Thank you for coming on. Like I said, when we started the show late, and once we talked about what happened on Discord, we were out of content. We were only 20 minutes in the show. Shit, we're out. We are out of content. I like spicy time. I appreciate you a lot because you gave us a lot to talk about. We've learned a lot today. I can't really fully express how grateful I am that you were willing to share this and open up to us and trust us. It means a lot. We do try to be the voice of the voiceless, and it means a lot whenever people can trust us and share with us and kind of open up. We want to thank you though. If you wanted to plug in your social media as to where people can follow you and kind of check out your stuff.
No, because it's not about me. This episode, this I don't know. Maybe I'll do it later if you do want like an interview with me. But right now, I don't really care.
Okay, no, okay. We always offer that at the end of every episode.
Yeah.
Well, you can follow us in the link trees, blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is important, guys. So make sure you give the video a thumbs up because it helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to it and ring-a-ling the ding-a-ling button to be notified every time we go live. Now we are going to dedicate an entire episode to fandom events, calling fandom events exposed. How about that? How about that? Does that sound good?
Yes.
To the viewers, exposed, drama tea.
Drama tea. We got some tea for you.
Well, also make sure you check us out on Monday because we're going to be interviewing Otaku Odyssey. We also have other drama coming to light, CadaverCon and them owing thousands of dollars of money. And it could lead to jail time at this point. Lighthouse Matsuri's in the dirt. And once again, we are going to be following the fandom, Lion and Crown, or whatever the fuck they're called.
They want to call
point.
themselves at this point.
Whatever they want to call themselves. We're going to be following the developing stories as they come forward. I will do a better job. And the next time I see some shit, I'm going to capture screenshots because I fucking missed out and I don't want to appear as if I'm making shit up. Thank you so much, Peachy. We appreciate you. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate all of you. We're going to call it a night. Everyone have a good night. We will see y'all next week. And hopefully we will see Sai and Peachy.
Stay tuned
really
for
soon.
part 2.
Yeah.